Why, hello there, ladies, gentlemen, and friends from beyond the binary, and welcome back to episode 3 of Blueprints. I am once again accompanied by my morning coffee, which I will now have one sip upon, and then I shall hit continue. Delicious. Amazing. Right, continue. Now, I do have some notes to show you all. Which we will take a look at in just a second, which I'm very excited to show off. Nothing amazing, but I just think it's long overdue that I have some notes for this damned game. So, yeah, as soon as we're in, I'll tab out and show you. So, 50 steps remaining. The music feels different. I've not played this for, a few days now, but the music there just felt a little different. A different jingle. Anyway, boom! Here are my notes for this game. So, on the left-hand side, you'll see I have each room categorized into its own separate note. And then within each of these separate notes, I've made notes, theories, ideas, etc., about what we found in the room, what relevance it may have for the rest of the run, how we might use this information, and so on and so forth. And it's all sorted alphabetically, so it should be rather easy for me to find. Let's go to the utility closet, which I think is a good example. So here we've got the utility closet, and I can scale this up if we want to look at it in a bigger format. And it has the breaker box within inside. I can turn on or off the lights in the gymnasium, dark room, and then I never finished writing that because I'd forgotten the other rooms which you can light up. I think one of them was a garage, if memory serves. Hopefully we find this today so I can double check all of these notes. I've been making these via watching my old VODs, so episode 1 and episode 2. Anyway, we then have this, which we found inside the mail room, the utility box, fuse box. And again, we can scale this up if we need to read it. There we go. And hopefully we can find that today. And then I do have a search functionality. So if I come up here and put in mail room, we can then find anything that references the mail room. So for me, here's the mail room proper. And I can read all about that in here. And I've made all the notes. A letter from Dad to Simon P. Jones. The stamp reads, the grand realm of Fen Aries, in fog we are lost, in fire we are found. The note tells us that we left on a Saturday. Can we use this to determine which day of the week we arrived at the estate? Did we come here on a Saturday? And if so, that means day 1 was a Saturday, day 2 is a Sunday, and day 3, today, is a Monday. Does that have any relevance whatsoever? I do not know. But I've got all the other notes in here. So even when we find out more about whoever this Danny Ravane is, all I would need to do is come up to the search box, search Danny Ravane, and that will lead me to this note. So yeah. And even this utility room fuse box, even though this is relevant for the utility room, I'm instead keeping it in here as a log of what we found inside of the mail room, for example. But yeah, I would show you each and every note, but we would be here for another half an hour, and I'm sure these will come up. I might quickly click on all of them, flash them for you, just so if you want to, you can pause the video and see what notes I've made. The commissary, I think, was without a shadow of a doubt the most exciting room from episode 2. Due in part, mainly, to this beautiful board here, containing the with, without, these images. What do the arrows mean? I don't know. We do have the terminal password for the terminals found in the security room and the laboratory, that being Swan Song. Can we use that today? Do I want to go back on day 20 and 21 to get the 50% off? Can we ever play Dirigiblocks? All of these questions and more. But again, I'll quickly flash these up. So again, if you would like to, you are more than welcome to pause and make notes on what you see and just see what I have written down so far. But yeah, everything is catalogued in here right now. And as today progresses, we will no doubt be adding more to this. This was also such a wonderful moment from the last episode. Being able to use the magnifying glass on that small image and being able to read billiard puzzle notes, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, order of operations outwards from the bullseye. What does it mean? We'll have to find out. And again, if I search billiard up here, we can see every room which has so far given us hints and tips about the billiard room. So the guest bedroom, a note talking about the billiard room and how the mathematical puzzle within, based off of darts, was an enjoyable time. And then, of course, we found out this from the Nook. So again, hopefully this will serve me well in the coming playthrough. Where was I? So Nook, observatory, orchard. I need to make more notes on the observatory. Not that I've half-assed any of these, but some of them I didn't go too deep into because I'd like to sort of go into it with a fresh mind when we draft these rooms again. So the observatory, there's a book which tells you of the buffs you get as you acquire more and more stars for each subsequent drafting of the observatory. I want to look at that and make notes on it live as opposed to in the back, because I want to, I don't know, refresh my memory, as it were. We've got the orchard, which I've not got a picture of, but that's the apple orchard outside with the 4-digit padlock, which I believe we can get the code for by using a magnifying glass on the image we found in the dark room. The issue is, when I've had the image in my hand, I've not had a magnifying glass. And when I did have a magnifying glass, I couldn't trip the lights on in the dark room to be able to actually see the photo. So as of right now, that has eluded me. We've got the pantry, which I think the pantry also is a very interesting room. Bridge being written in a different typeface. I might end up making a new note of, I don't know, like clues or random things we have discovered which don't yet serve a purpose. Like, what does this mean, bridge? Is this going to be a part of a larger whole in that maybe we can find other words written on notes in different typefaces? Which, just out of curiosity, I wonder if there is such a thing on this note. Only open in the event of my death. Is there anything written in here which is in a different typeface? I don't think so, because this appears to be written on a typewriter. So I think we're looking mainly for handwritten notes. Oh, I'd love to look at this. Oh, you fool. I'd love to zoom in on that stamp. That looks intricate, and there's definitely some text on there. Oh, okay. So here's something we can do. So if I go back to the notes, let's try something here. So new note. What I'll do is I'll just quickly copy and paste one of these, and I'll change this to quest objectives. Delete the picture, and then I can put here quests, and then I can change these. So use I'll put magnifying glass, as it's an item. I want to capitalize that on the stamp in the entrance hall. There we go. And then for the time being, I'll delete these because we don't have any more quests. And if I delete this, there we go. So now, hopefully, I can search magnifying glass and I will be reminded of this quest. Use magnifying glass on the stamp in the entrance hall. Perfect. So, again, I don't think there's anything in here that I can probably make a note on. No. I'll double check to see if anything has changed, but most of this seems to be the same. The only other thing that in my note-taking I've referenced is the paintings in nearly every room change depending on the day. Whereas this here, the Ace of Spades and the Queen of Diamonds, these remain. Left hand, Queen of Diamonds. Right hand, Ace of Spades. I don't know what the relevance of that is yet. No idea. No idea whatsoever. Okay. So, how do I want to begin? Do I have a tactic? Do I have a play style that I want to try and stick with? Uh, mm, a little bit. A little bit. I think it's probably ideal to finish or at least build dead-end rooms earlier on. That way, I'm not going to be later in the run being stuck in a dead end wherein I have to leave. So I think early doors, we want to try and get as many gems as possible, as many keys as possible. Footsteps, I'm not as worried about. We've got 50, and that's a lot to be playing with. So I think getting resources early and then trying to get steps later is probably for the better. And I would say that the game is designed around that, in that the dinner room or the dining hall benefits you for finding it later and getting to the 8th rank. And my guess is, to go back to the notes for just a second, if we were to go back to the pantry, and I know I could have just searched for it, but I like searching in the tab up here. It reads, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we've just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough. I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. I wrote here, I wonder if coming here later in a run would net us more fruit, ergo more steps when we need them. So if we were to find the pantry when we have, just as a roundabout figure, 10 steps left, would we find enough fruit in there to bring us back to 50? Given that the note talks about getting us to 50. So, who knows? But that's my little guess at the minute. Yeah. Anyway, let's begin. Let's begin in earnest. Let's have a look. Again, it's speaking about a game plan. We know that the west wing corridor is often locked. So I think going west to begin with is probably a silly idea, considering we will likely find the west wing corridor, and ergo we will need some keys. So I think going east at the beginning is probably ideal. East, then north, then west, which is what I have been doing since day one. So yeah, let's do it. Let's begin. Will we get a new room? Probably not. Parlor, billiard room at... Oh my goodness. We got the billiard room. I've got so many notes on this damned room. Oh no. I've got to, right? I've got to do it. Let's go in. I think the corridor was the ideal play there, but oh well. Okay. What have we got in here then? There's the dartboard, which we've heard so much about. We'll go over to that in a second. We've got a little inbuilt bar over here, which is nice. Any of these bottles interactable? Can I pick up anything? No, I don't believe I can. A couple of chairs. Everything here to play a game of snooker. I'm not very good at playing snooker. Yeah, I'm not going to elaborate further. We've got a tree and a pin. Which... God, I'm going to have to cast my mind back. Hold on. I'm 90% sure that when we drafted the corridor in episode 1, which would have been this square, we had the tree and the pin. So maybe they're not randomized and they're fixed per room on the grid, which would make sense if the entrance hall's paintings are unchanging. Let me make a note on that. Hold on. There we go. I do have some notes in here. If I search painting hallway. Yes! Paintings featuring a safety pin and a pine tree. Huh. Wait a second. What does that mean then? What does that mean for the context of the game? I'll come back to this. I'll come back to this, but I'll make a note maybe if I find the quest log. We can have another one called Clues and Tips. Clues and Tips. paintings don't appear to be randomized. It's as if they are fixed on the grid. Hence why the entrance hall is always the same 2 paintings. Okay. Already, I'm feeling good about the notes. Already. Right, before we go and have a look at this dartboard, I'm going to have one sip of my coffee. Cheers, everyone. Hopefully you're all having a lovely day. I'm glad this has taken off, by the way. I know a couple of you have enjoyed the toast. So cheers, wherever you are in the world. Here's to an excellent day of blueprinting with all of you. Cheers. I should state, by the way, the reason I verbalize my imminent sip is normally I'm on camera, so you can see that I'm drinking. And I want you to know that I've not, like, passed out in my chair, like when I go quiet. So I figured by talking about it, that would help. Right, what do we have over here? Plus, minus, multiplication, division. Plus, minus, multiplication, division. Okay. Does that match up with what we have on the notes from the Nook? Nook. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Order of operations outwards from the middle. Okay. So right now we've got a 1 in blue, which would mean +1. Can I click this? I can. I don't know where to click. 1. Oh, 1. Okay. Okay. So 1 + 4 is 5, + 10 is 15. +1 is 16. No. This is wrong. Okay, wait. So 1 plus. Wait, am I doing it? Wait. Oh, you can't see. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about the notes. It's a work in progress. Please accept my apologies. So, I'm going to open the notes for a second, if that's okay. So, order of operations extends outwards from the bullseye. Right. And we've got addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So if I'm adding 4 and 10, that brings me to 15. Am I going crazy? Am I going absolutely crazy right now? I didn't hide the notes again. God. Okay, teething pains. I can already hear you clacking in the comments. Andy, hide the notes. I'm sorry, okay. God, I'm embarrassed. So, +1. Is there a number I'm starting with? Like, is there another number I'm beginning with to add the 1 to? So we're adding 1. And then +4. Wait, do I have to pick which one to go for? Like, if I do 5. Nope. Oh, no, I'm so embarrassed. Okay. I don't know. All right, hold on. Let's have another look. Billiard puzzle notes. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Multiplication, division. Okay. Order of operations extends outwards from the bullseye, which we can see on this image here. Order of operations outwards. Outwards from the bullseye. Right. 1. And then what if I just... Okay, what if I'm having to add these together? What if it's 14? Oh, it is! Okay. Oh, I'm hiding the notes! Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Please accept my apologies. I'm so embarrassed. Okay. Breathe. Right, so we've now got +13. Am I having to remember what I just did, though? Because it was 14. 14 plus 13 is 27. And then... Okay, so it's not the darts rules, because this would be treble, and this is double. So double 12, 24, treble 36. So I'm guessing this is just 12 for the sake of the game, right? And again, we want subtraction. So that's subtraction. If it is just these, it's 1, right? 13 minus 12 is 1. Is that what I'm doing? Oh, it is. Okay, so 17 minus 3 is 14. I'm so glad we got this. I was really panicking earlier. So 8. Oh, pink is multiplication. So 8 times 2 is 16. 16. There it is. Okay, 12. Take away 7 is 5. Times 4 is 20. Oh, yes. Oh, guys. What a game. An electronic keycard has been acquired. Amazing. Mount Holly 57188. Okay, hold on. I've already cocked this up. So let's grab a picture of this keycard actually while we're here. And I'm going to put this in a future note. Let's go and do that now. So if I make a new note, we'll paste this picture in that I've just taken. We'll reduce the size. And then if I very quickly just come and copy this just as a header, and we'll call this items. And then if we center align everything, I don't know how to do that again. Center align. Center align. There we go. And then I'll just put keycard. And then underneath, we'll put some notes. So it says 57188. Mount Holly 57188. Now, something I forgot to do is we now need to make another new note containing the billiard room. Don't worry, I'm not going to forget about the notes anymore. So if we now open this back up, we click on the billiard room. It's common. I'm surprised I haven't found it before. This smoky back room featuring a pool table and fully stocked bar has served as a retreat on more than one occasion for guests lacking the social wit required for after-dinner conversation. A rather curious game of darts provided the less competitive players a unique opportunity to ponder over its unusual rules. Right, so I will take a picture of the billiard room. And then what I can do is I can begin moving all of the notes we have thus far on the billiard room over here. That way they're all in one area. So here I'll type, well, that's correct, actually. Paintings featuring the safety pin and pine tree. I guess when I make those notes, I should be making a note on where we are on the grid. So if we say this is 1 on the x-axis, I believe that's x. I know x, y, z. So on the y-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then on the x-axis, if we are 4, so we would be 4, 1. 1, 4. God, I've not looked at a graph in a very long time. Jesus Christ. We'll get there. Don't worry. We'll get there. So I'll make a note about that in the billiard room. 4, 1. Yeah, 4, 1. That's right. I'm not taking any questions at this time. So let's go and search for billiard. And then I can go and grab the image here. Copy image. Go back to the billiard room. And then we'll paste that in. And there we go. So now I can make a note here, taking what we've got from the Nook. Back to the billiard room. It's not a question anymore. We know it's the order of operations extending outwards from the bullseye. Do the mathematical puzzle upon each and every new board. There is no need to remember the numbers which came before. Cool. Nice. I'm happy with that. Awesome. Well, that went much better than I'd expected it to. Fantastic. Right. So, with our brand new tool, that being remembering where we are on the grid, 4, 1, 4-1. We'll have to see if the paintings now match up. And I'll have to go back and watch the previous episodes to make more notes on these paintings. Anyway, we're done in the billiard room. We have a key card. Let's move on. The den. The mail room is accessible. I would love to go for the mail room right now, but we're in a situation where if I go for the mail room, the corner and the one next to it are going to be really hard to get to. I think it's got to be the den. Annoyingly, because I want that package. But let's go for the den. We want gems. Let's get some gems. Okay. Okay, so we've got a bat and a bathtub. Wait! Whoa! Bat. Bathtub. They both have bat in the name. Is that the relevance? Bat, bat, bat. What was in there again? Safety pin, pine tree. They both have pin in the name. Bat and pin? Let's not worry too much about that. Hold on, let me grab my gem before I get a bit too overworked here. This is still stuck, the pendulum on this clock. Is that relevant? I don't know. Right, so we are now in 4-2 inside the nook. So if we come into here, search for the... Oh, no, we're not in the nook. We're in the den, aren't we? Sorry. If we go to the den, and then we add 4-2 bat and bathtub. That way we'll remember what was in here when we were on this position. Awesome. Right, let's go this way. We'll keep heading east. Bedroom, closet, or chapel? I don't have any coins. I wonder if you can still go through the chapel when you don't have any coins. Because if so, that'd be a great pick right now. The bedroom's nice because it brings us to the corner we want to get to. And having the chapel now might be beneficial for me. Okay, I'm going to test this out. If this ends the run because I don't have any coins, then so be it. But I think getting the chapel early when we don't have any coins. Yes, okay, we can still play. We can still play. Fantastic. Right, and I don't know what more we can do inside the chapel. I do think there is some relevance with the paintings, or the stained glass, should I say. Yeah. A private sacristy, as ornate as the most lavish rooms of the estate, is watched over by 8 Ajuran angels depicted in stained glass. Ah, right. So I'm guessing there is an 8th one behind this image here. Which I can't really see. Does that look like an archway down there? Like a doorway, maybe? Like, does this all lower down into the ground? Because if that is the 8th angel here, I can't really see who they are. But maybe that's relevant. Maybe there's a way for me to input the numbers of these stained glass images somewhere else in the manor, or the estate, should I say? Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. I'm glad we found this now, so we don't lose any coins. Lavatory, parlor. Oh, the breaker box. Is that worth doing now? The lavatory is also a good shout. I think the breaker box is better later, because right now we don't need this. And I don't want to be in a situation where, let's say we find the dark room over here. I think when we enter the dark room from previously, when we enter it, the lights turn off. So if we were to go into the utility closet now and turn the lights on, I think if we found the dark room over here, the lights would turn off. And then we have to run all the way back to turn them on again. So I think having this later is probably better. Let's do the lavatory. 2 red rooms touching each other. Is anything going to be in here? Anything different? Anything new? Oh, we do have... So, okay, I've got it. So the commonality here is tag, right? Tag and stag. Tag, bat, pin. Tag, bat, pin. We will uncover the truth of these blasted... Is that a bird sat in the sky? Do you see that there? Yeah, I think that's a bird just sat in the sky. That's hilarious. Right, sorry. So we are in 5-1, aren't we? Yes, we're in 5-1. So let's go over here. I'll probably move all of these around at some point. But my assumption is I can search 4-2. There you go. And we can see if the paintings move. So right now we're in the lavatory. And I'm just going to put parentheses or brackets 5-1 tag and stag. And that way, again, we can search that when we need to. And the idea is, say episode 4, 5, 6, 7, I can go into the notes and search 5-1-4-3-2-6 and see if the paintings are in fact changing in these rooms. But I don't think they are. I really don't think they are. Okay, let's go northward. Commissary, spare room, or storeroom. This might seem maybe a bit counterintuitive, but I think I'm going to go for the storeroom. The spare room's great if we want to keep going, but I think getting rid of some dead ends now would be great. We've gotten rid of the lavatory. Let's get the storeroom. Let's get some items. And in here, it's now the peas in the pod. And a mountain. Peas Mountain. Peak? Peak and peas? So the commonality is pea? God, I don't know. Maybe there'll be like maybe it's spelled something out. So peak. Okay. Right. So we're in 5-3, I believe. Yeah, 5-3. Storeroom. I think it's relevant to still put them inside of the rooms as opposed to having a brand new document, because maybe the room does dictate the paintings to a degree. Anyway, 5-3 peas peak. Nice. Right, we now have a key, 2 gems, 1 coin. The coin is about to get eaten up though by the chapel, but hey, I think it was worth it for the key. So we're spending a coin for a key, more or less. Let's now head northward from the den. Drawing room, guest bedroom, and hallway. Annoyingly, I think here we want to go for the guest bedroom. It's another dead end. And I think the drawing room and the hallway will be better later. So let's go for the guest bedroom. Let's get these steps in. There's normally an item over here. Oh, that's annoying. It's a key. I was really hoping it was going to be the magnifying glass. Okay. Sure. Clock and lock. Oh, I'm beginning to piece it all together. Right, so we're in 4-3. Notes. 4-3 in the guest bedroom. 4-3 lock clock. Right. Moving on. So now we're going to make our way back to the entrance hall and we'll go northward from there. So far, this is bellissimo. It is très bien. If I'm going to bring out my GCSE in French. God. All right, northward. Here we go. Observatory, bedroom, and closet. We don't want the observatory. That's for sure. The bedroom is a potential. I do like the closet, though, for the items it might bring us. But I think in this instance, the bedroom's probably the better pick. Probably. Now, there was an item in here before, wasn't there? Here? I thought we had a coin person here. All right. Bride. Wedding gown. Bride? Bridge? So the common words being bride, right? If we subtract the G. Oh my goodness. Okay, so 3-2 bedroom. 3-2 Bride Bridge. Cool. Yeah, I could have sworn there was an item in here before. Maybe there is still an item, but it's elsewhere. We've got the origami crane down there. I think we've got the picture on the bedside table where we can see the moon pendant, which I feel has to be relevant for the 46th room, considering we know from Alzara that that was on the door itself, a moon image. Greetings from Reddington. Now, I only noticed this in post, like when I was making my notes, and it's annoying that I don't have my magnifying glass to show you, but I think there are some numbers on here. Where my cursor is at the minute, I think that's a 2. That's a 2, and I believe this is a 50. 50. You see that there? 50? I don't know if there are any more numbers. Maybe I'm being oblivious, but yeah, just watching it back, when I began putting the magnifying glass over, I thought, yeah, that looks like a 2, and that looks like a 50. So maybe 250? Maybe there's another number in here. This kind of looks like a 7, but it looks more like a squiggle. I might be reading too much into it, but yeah. When we next get the magnifying glass, I'll have a proper good look at this and put my theory to the proof, as it were. Anyway, we've got some steps, so let's go. Let's go this way. And ideally, we want to be turning right. Or dead end. Pantry, perfect. That is perfect. We could go for the nursery, which is a dead end, and it does use up one of our gems. And annoyingly, we've already drafted 2 bedrooms. And I don't know how many bedrooms there actually are in the game. I think I'm going to go for the pantry, which is annoying because I think that's going to get us more steps. But the coins, 4 coins is really good. So we'll go for the pantry. And there should be some pictures here. Stairs, stars, stairs and stars. I feel like I've cracked the code. Right, 2-2. 2-2 in the pantry. Yeah, because look, before it was peas and the mountaintop, which is peak, right? We'll figure that out now. It's peak and peas. So 2-2, we found stairs, stars. Okay. So we've got an apple this time, which only gives us 2. Right. I'm more confident in my theory then, that if we come to the pantry later in a run, we get more food. Because we've been getting bananas, which I think give us 4. Take the coins, project, that's all exactly the same. Okay. Move on. Move on. Observatory, spare room, and parlor. Probably the spare room, I would say, at this point. We could begin going back on ourselves slightly, so we don't have to waste as many steps going back through the manor. The observatory actually might be interesting, because that will give us our 2nd star, and I believe 2 stars puts 2 trunks in the entrance hall, which we're pretty close to, and we would gain steps back from going through the bedroom. It might be counterintuitive. Let's go for the observatory. Here we go. Okay, what's this? Cake stand. Where's the other painting? Cake stand? Tie. Tie. Tier? Tier. Okay. Right. So, observatory, and are we in 2-3? 2-3. 2-3. Observatory. 2-3 tier tie. Okay. I'll get rid of the highlight there. We don't need that on there. Perfect. Right. So, back to the game. We do now have 2 stars in the top left-hand corner. I believe... Oh, it is facing the right way. Can I just come and look at it then? The twins! A pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. All right, I think that calls for a sip of the morning coffee, which is getting cold. Now, what will they have inside? If memory serves, the only other chest I found was the trunk in the veranda, and that had 3 keys in. So I wonder if these chests will be as lucrative, if not more so. Right, I'm going to quickly read this again, just to see if there's any hints and tips in here that I maybe have glossed over before. The Fixed Stars, the Stargazer's Companion to Constellations. Fen Aries, Bird and Sons Publishing, 1809. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one in a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. North Star, the Twins, which we've just gotten, the Slice, 3 Steps, Diamondus Major, Southern Cross, Clavis the Key, Farmer's Apple, Diamondus Major, Draxus the Dead, who I think is, that's such a cool visual. The Sail, and Florealis, Bloom of the Sky. Okay, nothing new in there. I wonder if this has changed since I was last here. I'll quickly go upstairs in case there's anything up there, and if not, then we will head back to the entrance hall before continuing to see what's inside these trunks. Yeah, nothing new. We could flick the wheel and make this move, but I don't think we necessarily need to. Yeah, and look, there's like a system up there as well. I think matches the one on the desk. Okay. I wonder if the position of the planets has anything to do with the game. Like, if I come back here on a certain day where we are lined up with Mars, does something happen? Oh, there they are. Okay. Will I need a key? Oh, I need a key. Oh, I don't know, guys. I need my keys. I need my keys. What could be in here, though? I'm gonna go this way for a bit, and if we get more keys, I'll come back and open them. Closet, hallway, commissary. The closet. I might honestly just go for the closet. I know that might sound weird. We've got the observatory ready to go, so let's go for the closet. Let's get another dead end out of the way. And we got, ooh, what is this? A single ivory die. While drafting, you may now use the ivory die to roll new floor plans. Ooh. Let me add you to our brand new part of the notes called items. Chuck you in here. There we go. Make that a little bit bigger. Ivory die. Found in closet. Maybe we can find it elsewhere in a run later. Cool. And we've got a key. I think that key signals me wanting to open one of these chests. So if there is a key in here, I'll open the other one. If there's no key, I might move on, because 3 keys, I don't want to waste those. Come on, give me a key. Give me a key. Oh, now that is nice. Oh, God, I'm so tempted to open the other one. I'm doing it. This is my, I don't know. This might be a mistake. God, let's do it. Please give me some keys. I might cry. Oh, we got him. Come on. Get in. Okay, that's huge. Look at it. Like, look at the top right-hand corner. We're doing so well. Oh, we're doing so well. I'm so happy. Right. Let's go. I feel so good. Right. In we go. Mailroom. Utility box, patio. I'm screwed. I've blocked myself off, haven't I? I can redraw. We want something that goes left and right. Redraw. Oh, yes! West Wing Hall. Here we go. And what have we got in here? Bird and boat. No, that can't be it. Crow. Boat. Crow. Bird. Oar? Maybe it's the oars? Oars? Nope. I'm having a brain fart right now in real time. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Paddle boat? Boat. Bird. I don't know. Beak? Beak? Boat? Oh, let's just move on, shall we? Staff notice. I don't think I've taken a picture of this, so let's grab a picture of the staff notice. And then we'll go and drop this in the West Wing notes. There we go. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. That way we can come back and look at that whenever we want to. Right, let's go this way first. Drawing room, greenhouse, or the corridor? Ooh. Ooh, okay. This is interesting. I'm tempted to go for the greenhouse because I've never been in there before. But the corridor would access the bottom corner. I'm gonna go for the greenhouse. We've never been in here before. Let's go get a picture. It's a standard rarity room. Okay, grabbing the picture. Let's go make a note for the room before I forget. So let's just grab this new note. Greenhouse. Grab the picture. Make that smaller. And then we'll delete everything else until we know what's in here. So the note was more likely to draw green rooms while drafting. And just for a bit of visual homogeny, let's highlight that in green. There we go. Nice. So, this room was always warm, or is always warm, as its glass walls and roof help to retain the sun's rays. The garden, however, should be scalded, for the soil here is dry and the flower beds are devoid of all signs of life. Oh! Whoa! That's gotta be good. We got another metal detector. We got one of these on our very, very first run. I don't remember the name of the room. It wasn't the veranda. It was a different green room, but we got it on the 8th rank, I believe. And having a metal detector early on for keys and gold, that's gotta be good. That's gotta be good, right? So let's go put a picture of this in the items. There we go. Metal detector found in the greenhouse. Amazing. Okay. What is this here? Does that not look like something where you can put a lever on that and pull it down to do something? Well, I'll take photos of anything which seems relevant before I leave, but right now let's have a look. A note. Trees found inside will never shade. The gems that shine in night and rain, the clue you hold cannot be paid. With gems nor coins to toss away, these sheets you find a worthy trade. I cannot read sheet music, unfortunately. So as to how hard this will be for me to figure out more about, we'll have to wait and see. Greenhouse. Let's put a note in here of this. Shrink that down a bit. What could this mean? Right. Anything else in here? Anything else in here? We can see outside. We can look up. Doesn't seem like there's anything else in here at first glance. Can I move anything? Seemingly not. Let me read this once more. Trees found inside will never shade. Trees found inside will never shade. The gems that shine in night and rain. is this, and again, I may be reading too much into it, but I think the game almost wants you to do that. Do we find gems more often at nighttime and when it's raining? Like, can you game the system? Because we do know that there is a day-night cycle because the clocks are ticking. So I wonder if we wait until midnight, do we then get more gems, maybe? The clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coins, so toss away. These sheets you find a worthy trade. I wonder if there'll be another sheet then. If this is number 5, maybe there will be other musical sheets later. The one other thing I'm going to quickly do is take a photo of this, because this to me looks relevant. Like maybe we can find a lever at some point, and then presumably pop it on there. So let's drop the picture in, and underneath I'll write, can we find a lever to put on here? It calls to be pulled. Do you know what I mean? Like it just looks so pullable. Is that a thing? Something being pullable? Anyway. Anyway, let's move. I am still overjoyed. Oh, did I make a note about this? Crow boat? Bird boat? Sail? No. Sail? No. Paddle? I don't know. I don't know. Let's take a picture. Maybe future me will not have a brain fart about it. So we're in room 1-3. 1-3 in the West Wing. 1-3. I am too silly to know the pattern with these two. Crow, boat. Bird. Nope. Oh God. Anyway, moving on. It will pass. It won't pass, will it? This is me now. Okay, we've got the garage. Ooh, which I'm guessing would have been nice when we had the car keys that one time. We've got the parlor, which would bring us around, which is nice. The corridor would also take us northward. I think the parlor might be... Oh, it's tough to say. We can always redraw if we need to later. The parlor's nice because we might get some more tools. The corridor is nice because we get to go up to a higher rank. But I like the parlor because then if the room... So... No, that wouldn't work. All right, no. Let's go... I don't know. I'm really torn here between parlor and corridor. Let's go corridor. I think corridor's the play. I could be wrong. Car. Card. That's much easier than what I was doing before. So 1-4 is car and card. And we are in the corridor. Corridor. 1-4 card. There we go. Right, now, let's hope that this goes forwards and right. That would be ideal. The parlor kind of does what we want. Secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. Ooh. It does require a gem. And I've only got one left. But I've got to. I've not seen it before. Secret passage. Bath and vial? Bath, tub, tube. Tube. Oh, you tit. Yeah, tube. Okay. Bath and vial. Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. 1, 5. Oh wait, I need to make a note for the secret passage. Sorry, I'm getting too ahead of myself here. This is an unusual room, so it's of a higher rarity than what we're used to. Right, so let's make a new note for secret passage. This is cool. So I'm thinking then, I probably want to go for a green room, considering we've already got green rooms buffed. And I think green rooms tend to be pretty open-ended. At least the ones we've found so far have been. The veranda would be good. The one we found in episode 1 would be good, because that goes straight and to the right. Anyway, secret passage, sorry. So we can pick a room color of... Oh, sorry, American spelling of color there. Pick a room color of our choice. And then we're for... What was it again? What room are we in? 1, 2, wait, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 5. There we go. Getting a bit confused here. 1, 5, tube tub. Cool. Right, so I can see that we've got the different colored books. The key to the bedroom, Red Rover Scarlet, Gold Sink, Green Thumb, and the Halls of Holly. Before I move on, I'm going to take a picture of these. Maybe there's some hints here that will be relevant. Later on, maybe. Like the names of the books might have some relevance to them. So let's drop the picture of the books there. Cool. Right, so I think for now, we're going to go Green Thumb. Anything else in here for me to look at? Any other random book? Doesn't seem to be. All right. Green Thumb. Now, I wonder if it'll pick for me, or if I do get the draft still. It's locked. That's fine. That's fine. Perfect. Special cost bypassed for the courtyard. Yes! That's perfect. Okay. So, there was an item in here before that was over there, and that would have been the metal detector, but obviously it's not there anymore. We do have a key card, so we can go through there. Should we do this now? Oh, I did. Okay. That's fine. Right. What do I want to go for? The parlor or the nook? The parlor or the nook? The parlor will be a random item. We are running low on keys, so I think we go for the nook. I think we go for the nook. And I won't go in there quite yet, because I will have to double back. So, let's go this way. Ah, okay. Door's locked. That's fine. We can go and get a key from the nook. So let's go in here. Cloister. Oh my god, gem requirement 3! The mailroom. Let's go mailroom, because we've got the package. Package delivered, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that's it there. Will there be keys and gems inside? Could you imagine? What does it say on the front? Hold on. Okay, hold on. Wait, we can use the power of photography to maybe zoom in. So if I take a picture of the label, and then if we go over to the notes and look for the mail room, and then we come to the bottom and paste it in, the Sinker Company, 11-5, the first box, or the first item, the second item, the third. Oh, there's 3 items in there. Number 5221. 5221 in the bottom right-hand corner. Whatever that means. Okay, let's open it up, shall we? And see what's inside. Oh. Right, okay. Amateur lockpick kit and gems. Date packed 11. Oh! Ooh! So we can figure out what day it is. So if it was packed on the 11th of the 8th, assuming because we're in some sort of English world, right? Considering Mr. Sinclair is British. I'm guessing we're following our dates. Or are we in November? Is this November? I don't know. I'll take another picture of this now that we've got it. Oh! Never mind. I went the tab out and it disappeared. So we've got an amateur lockpick kit. We'll occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. Ooh, nice. Okay, get a picture of you for the items document. That's going to be fun, and hopefully we'll get some use out of that, because at the minute we don't really have many keys. We've got one, but it's not on us at the minute. It's in the nook. So, items. There we go. Amateur lockpick set. Amateur lockpick set can sometimes unlock doors. Okay, and then we got some gems, which I will most certainly take because we need some gems. Has anything else in here changed? There's the note. That's a coastline. Coastline and tag? Any more pictures in here? Maybe it's not that. It's 10. Maybe we go off the 10 now? 10. No, not coming to me. Simon P. Jones, has anything changed here? No, nothing at all. Okay, we'll have one little rummage around, because it seems like this is pretty much unchanged since our last visit. And if there is anything new, then we'll note it down, but it doesn't seem like there is. Doesn't seem like there is. Utility room. Yeah, all the same. Okay, let's go over to the nook. Let's grab our key and move on. Oh, my metal detector is... Oh, the metal detector found the key. Okay. I was like, why is that blinking up there in the top right-hand corner? Okay. We need to find something good. Left and straight would be great. Will we get that, though? Let's see. Oh, it's locked. I can try the lockpick kit. You don't seem to be able to pick this door's lock. Okay, that's fine. What's inside? Commissary, Great Hall, or spare room? Let's go for the spare room. In this instance. Anything new in here? No. Okay. Moving on. Oh, thank God. I was getting ready for that to be locked. Hallway is great at this point. Because we want to be going north and south. So, hallway. And will there be anything in here for me? Paint and pint. Okay, we've got that. That's understood. Paint and pint. And we are in 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3, 7 is paint and pint. 3, 7. Paint and pint. Hallway. 3, 7. Paint. Oh, wait, sorry. 3, 7. Paint. Pint. Okay. Right. Let's go south first, I think. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Okay, that's exactly the same as before. Please don't be locked. Oh, lockpick kit? Come on. No! Please don't say I'm stuck here. Please don't say I'm stuck here. Oh, okay. Oh, thank God. Parlor is an option. We could redraw. But I think the parlor has the potential for the puzzle piece to be a key. So let's go parlor in this instance. The commissary at this point would be great as well. This box is the black box. This box is the blue box. The metal detector tells you which one to open. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I shouldn't laugh yet. So... No metal detector? Oh, wait. There you go. Metal detector for this one. So, should I... Yeah, I'm gonna guess the metal detector has given it away. Let's see. No! I've been... Oh! I didn't even want to read them because I just trusted the metal... Oh, guys. This is a mark of shame. I hang my head. I didn't even read them because I just thought, you know what? The box that claims to be black has the gems. This box is the black box. Oh, whatever. I just thought I'd be a bit cocky with it, and if this is how the run ends, by the way, I'm going to be devastated. Please, lockpick. This is how the run ends. This is how the run ends. With that complete and utter fumble. I could scream. What a complete and utter tit. I'm looking back to see if there's anything we can do in any of the previous rooms. But I don't think we can. I don't think we can. Damn. Ah, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Can I keep trying the lockpick kit? No. You can't. Well, who knows what the item may have been. Oh. You know what? As a treat, I think we're going to go again. I think we're going to go again. Yeah, let's run back and let's go for another day, because while we learned a lot just then, spine, where's the other painting? Spine and pine. Spine and pine. Okay, hold on. We're in room 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 7. Spine and pine. And we are in, not the book, we're in the nook. Spine and pine. 1, 7, spine, pine. Okay, there we go. So yeah, let's leave for today, and then we'll come straight back in. Hopefully with a bit more gusto. That's the plan. I'm just really trying to think if there's anything more I can do before I leave. Like, can I use the lockpick kit on anything? Is there any door we didn't open? I could try and open now, maybe? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Damn. Right, yeah, I think we just call it a day. Let's call it a day. Yeah. And we'll go for another game immediately. Oh, my morning coffee is cold, which is sad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Mount Holly, rustic villa. Total rooms 22, rank reached 8, steps taken 42, items found 5, new rooms 3. Greenhouse, the billiard room, and the secret passage. All right, let's go. Save and continue. There's no brakes on this train. Come on. What can we do now with this new information? I need to get more keys. That's what I'm learning. Keys, keys, keys. You can't get enough keys. Right. Double checking everything to make sure nothing's changed. This is the same. That's the same. Okay. Right. Painting's the same. All right. Let's go east. Bunk room, closet, or bedroom? Bedroom might be nice because I feel like we're probably going to be passing through here again, and getting 2 steps is good. Closet for the items is never a bad thing, but I don't think taking it at the beginning is ideal. We don't want to be having a dead end off of the entrance hall. So let's go for bedroom for the time being. Are there any items in here? Yes, there is. We've got a coin purse. Nice. So that's going to help us accrue some gold. Anything else in here which looks to be new? Doesn't seem to be. Oh, we've got a painting. So, if there is a pin in here, yeah, there it is. That's got to be confirmation that the paintings themselves aren't changing. Well, no, yeah, paintings aren't changing in the squares. It's the room. Anyway, how do I catalog this in my notes? Yeah, I guess is the question. I suppose my best bet would be to make a table. I don't know if I can do that in my notes. So, let's make a new note, and we'll call this the paintings puzzle. And then we'll center a line. Can I make a table? Collapsible section, quote, code, code block, add link, insert divider, embed video, checklist, highlight, numbered list, indent, outdent. Okay. I think another way to do this, if I can draw on images, is that something possible in this note software? I was thinking we could always just do this. Grab a picture of the estate. Paste that in here. Now, can I paint on this? Copy, cut, save. No, there's no way for me to actually draw on the image, which is frustrating. Yeah, collapsible code block, add link, insert divider. I guess then the best way to do it would be for me to do, so it's 9, isn't it? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Insert divider, code block. No, I'm not seeing it in there. So I'm guessing we can just do this, where we have that. And then if I copy and paste that between all of them, like so, we can then fill in the gaps, right? I think that's probably the best idea. So, in the room we're in at the minute, it's pine. Right? Pine? Because pin? Oh, no, it's pin. So, pin is the word for this room. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. The commissary had a hint about the paintings, didn't it? Commissary. With and without. So, we know that there's a similar name. So, stag stage. So, with the stage and without the stag. Which, oh no, I've got it the wrong way. I'm going, you tit. I've gone the wrong way with it. I'm subtracting the letter. But what you need to be doing is subtracting the other letters. Right. Oh, for God's sake. Right. So, paintings puzzle. So this wouldn't be pin, it would be E, right? And then the entrance hall is an ace of spades and a queen of diamonds, which would be... oh God, why am I having a brain fart? Diamonds, spade, ace, queen, face. It's face. Ace and face. So it's F. F-E. Oh my God, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. Okay, let's see if we can quickly do some more of these. 4-1, we've got that. So 4-2. Bat and bathtub. So if it's bat and bath, 4-2 would be H. 4-2. H. Right, do we have... Let's do 1-1, 1-2, 1-3. Okay, 1-3. The crow and the boat. Oh, God. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the crow and the boat is. 1-3. Crow and boat. Oh, God. No. I don't know. I should probably, by the way, put in at the bottom 1. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if I just shuffle these along, that should look better. There we go. Apologies while I quickly do this. Let's do 2-1. No, 2-1. 2-2. Stairs and stars. So 2-2 would be I in that case. 3-1, which is the entrance hall. 4-1, which is where we are now. 5-1, tag and stag, so that's S. Fs. Fs. We've got fess. We've got something. Fess. Cool. Do we have 3-2? Bride and bridge, so that's a G. Right? Bride, bridge. Yeah. Bride, bridge. I. So is that T? I'm guessing this is going to be T. 5-2 should be T. We don't have a 5-2 yet. Right. I will fill this in as we play, but that's cool. That's cool that we've clocked our first big puzzle. Nice. So, I'm guessing this will spell something out as we play more. Again, we can look for the other ones that we're missing. 2, 3, tier and tie. So 2, 3 is R. We got 3, 3, sorry, nothing. 4, 3, lock and clock. So 4, 3 is C. 5, 3 is... Oh, P's and peak. So I'm guessing in this situation, it would be P and peak. Subtract the P from the peak to give K. So 5, 3 would be K? I guess. Like so? That looks right to me. Right. 1, 4. Car and card is D. 2, 4. 3, 4. 4, 4. 5, 4. Okay, we've got none of these. Let's do 1, 5. Tube and tub. So 1, 5 is E. That took me a long time just then to figure that out. 2, 5, nothing. 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5. Okay. 1, 6. 2, 6. 3, 6. Nope. Let's try 1, 7. Spine and pine. So we want an S. For 1, 7 is an S. 2, 7. Nothing. 3, 7. Paint and pint. So that's an A. 3, 7 is A. 4, 7. I don't think we got that far, did we? And then 8. 1, 8. Yeah, okay. So I think that's it. I think that's all we've got for now. So S blank A, E, D, ick. Is that brick? Brick? 3 is brick, maybe? Or stick? No. Is this stick? No. Looks like brick to me. This looks like right. Brick, right, fess. Brick, right, fess. Assuming I've done it correctly. Anyway, let's keep playing the game. Let's play the game. So we've got the coin purse. Let's go this way. We want to go right, preferably. Billiard room, corridor, guest bedroom. Guest bedroom's nice because you can get the magnifying glass in here. I like the corridor because we can actually continue on our little adventure. Let's go corridor. Which, again, maybe as I play more of this game, I'll be able to figure out more. So, bat and bath in room 4-2. Do we have 4-2? Do we have 4-2? 4-2. Yeah, we do. Bat and bath. And it makes sense. H. Okay. Gotcha. Passageway. Gem requirement 2. Spare room and chapel. Chapel isn't bad, because again, we'd have no coins at the minute. Between these two. I don't really want to have a long corridor. But I think that's the direction we're going in. Let's go for the spare room. Anything new in here? Nothing. The fact that this is just empty makes me think that I'm missing something important in here. Parlor. Den. Den is good. Den is good to get. Parlor's nice as well, because it goes the way we want it to. We want to be going to the right. Den. Let's go for the den. Let's get our first gem. Yoink. Nice. And then here we've got... Is that a brush? What is that? Oh, flame. And tree. Pine. Stick. Fire. Tree. Oh no. Why am I doing this? Matchstick. Flame. Leaf. Oh god, I'm having a moment. This is when I wish that I could cut the video and just miraculously be like, I have the answer. Matchstick on fire, flame. I think it's got to be flame. But then how does the tree relate to that? Pine tree, flame, fire, fir. It's a fir tree. F-I-R. Oh. There we go. Okay, and it's in moments like these where I'm glad I don't get to cut, because you get to hear the ecstasy as I solve an incredibly simple puzzle. So we're in room 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 4. 4, 4 is E. 4, 4 is E. Right. 4, 4, E. Perfect. Amazing. Right, is there anything else in here which is new? Doesn't seem to be. Is this still broken? Yes. Let's try and go right. Closet, storeroom, or nook? I think in this situation, it's between nook and storeroom. We need more gems, we need more keys, we need more gold. Storeroom gives us all of that and more. The closet has the potential to give us some really nice items. The nook might lead to a dead end. I'm going to go nook and hope that we get another dead end opposite the nook to make the most of the space we've got. So grab the key. Oh my god! I nearly fell out of my chair. We've got it! The magnifying glass has returned. Paintings in here and sand. And sand. So it's an S in 5-4. 5-4 is S. So the S. The S. We've got two missing letters. This is where Wordle would come in handy, right? If I were playing Wordle right now. Cool. So magnifying glass has been acquired, as has a key. Please don't use my key. Oh, thank God. Oh, look at that. We got it, guys. The storeroom. My theory, it played off. Right, let's grab the coin. Let's grab the gem. Let's grab the key. P and peek. So this would be a K. I believe I've already got this room, though, because we're 5-3. Do we have 5-3 in the notes? We do. It's a K. Perfect. So everything is looking good. Like it's working the way it was intended to work, according to my theory. So nice. Let's go through the den. Let's go through the den whilst we're here. And it doesn't require a key. Very nice. Pantry. Drawing room is a potential. Let's go for the drawing room. We've not been in here since episode 1. So, stage and I don't know. I don't know. What is this? I don't know. What are you? Well, I've got a bit of a green thumb in real life. I like getting out in the garden and doing some gardening. What the heck is this? First thing I thought of was stamen. It's not a stamen, is it? Unless this isn't stage in this instance. Is this a herb? And this is a... I don't know. I don't know. Right, let's... Oh, wait, was this here before? Drawing floor plans. Yeah, okay, we've seen this before. We've seen it before. Right, so, we know we can pull the stick. Let's go pull the stick. Boop. There we go, and then that reveals the safe. Now, is the code for the safe in here? Because I've not really had a good look around. I did notice there's lots of pictures of men and horses and women. Sorry, I suddenly just got entranced by the fireplace. So got loads of pictures of horse is plural, men and women. Do we have to follow a line maybe? All right, let's start here and go clockwise. One man. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26. Let's just put in 26. I have just realized as I clicked on this, the painting was hidden by a lady. So maybe we need to count the ladies? How many ladies are there? Okay, so we've got one from... Oh, no. We'll start here. Then I'll count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 women and 26 men. Let's try that. 4, 2, 6. 0, 4, 2, 6. No. The horses might have relevance? Or maybe it is just the woman. Let's try 4. 0, 4. There's something I'm missing. Something I'm missing. Is it to do with the arrows, maybe? Are we looking for small arrows? Oh, there's got to be a commonality. Oh, I'm kind of getting it, I think. So, okay, no, I think I've got it. I think I've got it. At least, I think I've got it. So, this picture shows her taking a small step. A small step. That's what the arrow represents, right? And this guy is taking a small step. So, do we need to count the small steps? Because the horses are doing a big step because they're big animals. And see, this boy here is doing a big stride. Right, so let's count small steps starting from up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. Do I have to count? Oh, God. Feel free to fast forward a bit. So 19 small. Do I now need to put the large in as well? Do we need to count large? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So it's 19, 21? 1, 9, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 9? Ah, no! No! What is it then? Is it on here? Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I know most most phones would look like this, but we are on the number 3. 3. 3 is where it's being held on the phone. Does that have any relevance at all? Do I need to count any pictures on here? We can't see any pictures of the people on here. Do we need to count the individual groups? So like there's one large painting of 3 small steps. Does that count as 1, I wonder? Instead of you count 1, 2, 3 individually. Maybe. Well, let's put that to the proof. So we've got 21 long, and if we've got 19, subtract 2, 17, 15, 13. So 13, 21. Let's try that. 13, 21. 2, 1, 1, 3. No, come on. I feel like it's got to have some relevance to the painting that was hiding it then. And we counted 1, 2, 3, 4. It says 4 women. 4 women. I think I just tried. Did I try this? 0, 4? God damn. Okay. Okay. New theory. None of the horses are taking small steps, but there are men taking small steps. So how many men? Just men. Were the boys taking small steps too? No. Okay, no boys are taking small steps. Only the women and men do small. So we've got 4 women. Where are the men? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no. Oh, start again. These guys aren't doing small, are they? Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, I believe. So is it 415? 415. Oh, no way! Yes! Oh, yeah. What have we got in here? Oh, my wife's going to come running in a second thinking I've just like had a crisis. What is this? 6? 6. What does this mean? Dearest Mary. Okay, hold on. Before I continue, let's get a picture of this. Oh, guys. 415. April 15th, 415. Oh my god. It'll make sense. Okay. Let's go over here. Drawing room. There's the note. Hidden safe. Code 415. 4 women. 15 men. Oh, why am I 15 men? Okay. And then I'll also write the date on the letter. April 15th. Okay. So let's actually read it in the game before I keep making notes. Dearest Mary, I know the events of the past year have catapulted you into a world you may not have been ready for. It's cruel. The way time rips through our lives, leaving them barren and fruitless like wind-scarred plains. Throughout this all, I know your principal concern has always been Simon. You didn't need to confide in me yesterday. For me to realize that fact, everyone who knows you understands this. I will take full responsibility to ensure that regardless of how your current project pans out, Simon is shielded from any fallout and, God forbid, repercussions. A child should never suffer the iniquity of their parents. I, of course, write you all of this in the hope that I can set your mind at peace when imagining the worst-case scenario. Not because I think such an outcome is likely. No, Mary. I have few apprehensions and fewer fears. Assuming everything goes according to plan, you should be reunited with Simon again before his 10th birthday. And while 2 years might seem like an eternity to a mother, I've always heard the days pass by more quickly in the East. Okay. Okay. Is this maybe telling me that if I were to go to the east side of the manor, the clocks go faster? I've not noticed that, if so. I'll have to check. As for me and you, I've already come to terms that our meeting yesterday was very likely our last. I'm too old and too stubborn to ever leave this place. I'm too attached to the home our family has built up. Okay, before we turn the page, get another picture. Get another picture. Let's go put that in the notes. Make that smaller. There's page 2. Okay. Sorry, let me go back. I'm too old and too stubborn to ever leave this place. I'm too attached to the home our family has built up, room by room. Yes. I have a strong premonition I will be buried in red soil under red flags. Red flags. Like the one that we heard about in the prophecy. A compromise I know you yourself would never accept. It's been a joy watching you grow up and getting to know you. Your mother and I spoke of little else during your school days. I know she'd feel the same bittersweet pride I feel now, to see you following in your father's footsteps and making the same sacrifices he did. Farewell, my marigold. Marigold. We may yet meet again. Your Uncle Herbert. So Mary is our mother, and obviously we are Simon. So This is like the first time since really getting here that I feel like we've been getting plot about the world itself and what's going on in it. And this is labeled 6. Okay, I know the events of the past year have catapulted you into the world. So let's quickly make some notes on things which maybe feel relevant. Time moving faster in the east. The days pass by more quickly in the east. Let's make a note of that. Time passes by more quickly in the east? Question mark? As for you, as for me and you, I've already come to terms. Our meeting yesterday was very likely our last. I'm too old and too stubborn to ever leave this place. I'm too attached to the home our family has built up. Be buried in red soil under red flags. Herbert is buried beneath red soil marked with a red flag? Question mark? Unmoving, like the one with the cat in Alzara's prophecy? Mother and I spoke of little else during your school days. I know she'd feel the same bittersweet pride I feel now to see you following in your father's footsteps and making the same sacrifices he did. Farewell, my marigold. Marigold feels important too. Herbert called Mary, our mother, my marigold. Whether or not that's relevant, we'll have to wait and see. Wow. Okay, well, I'm bloody happy that we came here and figured that out. That I feel immense. What's it? Wait, that appears here? That's cool. The letter appears in the blueprint menu. I wonder if that will persist then, as a way to say, hey, you found this letter. Because this is marked 6. Let me make a note of that in here as well. Inside, we found a red letter emblazoned with the number 6. And then we'll highlight these. Red. Like so. Red. And red. Cool. Cool. Right. Awesome. I'm riding a high right now, to be honest with you. I suppose we should move. Let's go somewhere. Did I ever get a note on this? Is this Holly? Holly and... Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know. Curtain? Hall? Hall? Holly? No. It's not Holly, is it? Oh, whatever. I'm going to take a picture of it, and we'll come back to this at some point. So, picture taken, and what room are we currently in? We're in 3-4. 3-4. I'll make a note at the bottom of here. 3-4. There you go. I'll let future me figure that out when he's capable of thought. So, yeah. Drawing room. Last time I was in here, we didn't make use of this benefit. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. So, guest bedroom, parlor, and courtyard. Redraw. Let's try it. Hallway, closet, and pantry. The hallway is nice. The pantry would be nice to get some more coins. The closet's nice, but I don't really want a dead end here, of all places. The hallway is nice, but we can get to this room from the entry hall. So maybe the pantry for now? Let's go with the pantry. And I wonder if we'll get more fruit because we're at 42. No, we just get 1 apple. Okay, no. So my theory is dead in the water then. You don't get more. What is this? Rod and road? Okay, rod and road. That was easy. So we're in 3-3 and it's A. 3-3 is A. 3-3. Oh, I thought it was I for here, but it's rack. Crack? Crack? Something, something? Okay. Hey, slow progress is still progress? Slow progress is still progress, right? Come on. Let's go this way before we forget. Nursery, chapel, and utility closet. I think we're going to try and redraw. We may as well make the most of it, right? Parlor, closet, and commissary. Ooh. Oddly, I might take the closet at this juncture. Because we've got so many ways to get around still. Through the pantry, the entrance hall. Commissary would lead us forwards, though. Let's do the commissary. Let's do the commissary. So in here, we've got coat. Bed? Bed? It's not a bed. It's a cot. It's a cot. It's a cot, I see. So it's A. This is an A. In 2-4A. 2-4A. Da. Is. Da. So we need to find out what 3-4 is, which is what I was just trying to figure out. Shit. Crack. Right, maybe? Crack. Right. We'll find out. We'll find out. Right, staff notice. Does that look different? No, that's still Swan Song, isn't it? That looks like Swan Song still under there. Commerce will be closed, 12 to 16. Everything else seems to be the same. What is for sale? Gem, salt shaker, shovel. Shovel? Oh, do you reckon you need the shovel to dig the red soil where Herbert is? I don't know. Cool. Right, so shovel. That's an item we've never seen before. But I don't really want to be spending all of my coins, so we'll leave that for now. Do I want to keep going northward? No. I think before we go too far north, we should be going back. And yes, it's going to eat up our steps, but I think this is the play. So continue going this way until we are forced to go north. Billiard room will bring us back to where we're meant to be, which is further down here, which I like. And we might get some nice puzzle pieces here. Secret passage is nice too, but that'll be our last gem. No, I'm going to go for the billiard room. And we should be able to do the puzzle relatively easily. Now that I've... oh, wait. Are they... I thought they were dice, but they're the blue stuff you put at the tip of your snooker cube. And then this is tier and tie. We've already got this one, though, so we don't need to worry about that. So, let's come over here. So, 4. 4 plus 13 is 17, plus 2 is 19. Wait, unless I did that wrong. 4 plus... Oh, 4 plus 6 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. Sorry, I must have misread that. 12, there we go. So 11 minus 3 for 8 minus 2 for 6. 6. 15 minus 11 is 4. Times 3 is 12. 20. Take 10. For 10 times 2 is 20. Beautiful. Hey, key, nice. Don't mind if I do. Ooh. Unlocking a door with a silver key leads to a room with many doors? Holy shit. I've never seen this before either. Silver key. Acquired. All right, let's go back to the notes. Make a note under items. For a silver key. God, we're really discovering a lot today. This feels really, really good. Really, really nice. Silver key. Using this leads to a room with many doors. Nice. Okay. And presumably we'll begin to figure out the, I don't know, correct way to acquire these and the best time to use them. Okay, so from here, the parlor would be nice, but it's not what I really want right now. The chapel's great, but we're using a lot of coins. I think guest bedroom at this point is probably our best bet. Let's go for the guest bedroom. Begin getting some steps back. And what do we have on the table? It's another key. Lovely. That's not bad. I'm very happy about the key. Okay, let's... Oh, before I move on. Stairs and stars. I think we've already got this, though. We're in 2-2. I think we've got 2-2 already. 2-2. Yeah, I've already got it. Okay. let's move on then. So now we're going to go back to... the entrance hall is so far away. But I think we have to. So we're using up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 steps to get back there. That's painful, but... well. We've got to do it, so let's do it. And then when we need to come back, it'll only be 6, I believe, 6 steps from the entrance hall to get back into the drawing room and then through the commissary. So, yeah, we'll be fine. I'm super happy with how this run is going, how this day has gone. You know, the previous day and now today. Let's go northward first. Nursery, utility closet, and chapel. At this point, I think the nursery would be really nice, but it does use our last gem. But we do need steps, so let's get the nursery. And there might be an item in here. I've never been in the nursery before. This is new for me. All right, before we go fully in, let's have a read. One of the few rooms you vividly remember from your visits here in your youth. Though even at the time, you remember feeling a little old for the activities provided here. The twin cribs found in this room might suggest that at one point in time there had been some hopeful expectations of a sudden growth of the family tree. That to me almost reads as foreshadowing. Are we one of a twin? Maybe? Not to get all dark and morose, but what if we are a twin but we don't know? And our other twin was taken from us or perished? That might be really grim and not at all where it's going. But it's where my mind has gone, at the very least. So let me just quickly copy another room. Hold on. Copy. Paste. Nursery. Get the picture. Paste you in. And then the benefit here is whenever we draft a bedroom, we gain 5 steps. Nice. Okay. Let's explore and see what's in here, if anything. Oh, there is something over here. A gem. And a storybook. The Red Prince. Oh! By Marion Marigold. And we know that Herbert calls... Wait, what if that's why they're Marigold? Sorry, I'm getting too ahead of myself. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. There was a Red Prince who sat on a red throne. He had a crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The Red Prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. True? Hold on, wait. The word true being italicized, is that relevant? In the same way bridge is relevant? Can I zoom in on anything? Not yet. There's the red flag. Oh my god. Okay. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed. And maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. That's so cool. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be some tips and tricks and hints in here that have maybe gone over my head. So, The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. And our mum is Mary. So our mum wrote this book. Hold on. So let me get a picture of that. And I might make a brand new note. No, we'll leave it in nursery. We'll leave it in the nursery. Within the nursery, we found a book titled The Red Prince, written by Marion Marigold, presumably our Mother Mary, who is called Marigold by Herbert. And then I could paste the whole book in the notes. And you know what? It's going to take a second. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I feel like I'll kick myself if not, because I feel like at some point we'll wish we had these notes. So let me flick through, get all of this done, and then I'll double check to see if there's any notes that we can find hidden in there with the magnifying glass. Just in case. So anyway, how's your day, intrepid viewer? Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode so far. At least I have. I've had a bloody great time. Let's get another picture. Yeah, I would be surprised if there is nothing in here. Like no hints or anything. Okay. I think I've accidentally highlighted this one a bit. Yeah. Oops. Well, never mind. That'll do. Next page. Oh. Quite a few pages. Can I read the book now? No. Wasn't sure there'd be like a little something in there. Okay. Grab another picture. Feel free to fast forward this. Go forward like, I don't know, 2 minutes. And I should be done. If I'm not done in 2 minutes, then I've seriously got a problem with my my time. Next page. So I'm wondering what the significance of the blueprints is then. Is the blueprints like a twin brother of ours that is gone, is dead? I'll have to look at the colors of the cribs. I'll be interested to see if they're different colors. If one's red and one's blue. Because in that case, I would feel even more, not necessarily sure, but confident that maybe we are one of a set of twins. And coincidentally, it was mentioned in the opening note that there would be someone else visiting the property, as if someone else was already viewing it. I don't remember the exact words, but it was... we've been informed that there will be another person viewing the manor or viewing the estate, which that wording, the verbiage used, makes me think that there is already someone here. And maybe that's why we can't sleep on the grounds, because the Blueprints is here somewhere. Hence the title of the game, The Blueprints, right? I'll have a very quick look to see if there's anything that we can spot with the magnifying glass. I'm not just going to do it willy-nilly. I'm going to lean in on the old monitor. Oh, hide the notes. I'm going to lean in on the old monitor and see if we can just see anything that begs to be zoomed in on. Anything on these leaves here, maybe? No. Nothing on the leaves. Oh, didn't mean to close it. My bad. No. No. That's cute. But no, nothing there either. Okay, no, I think we're good. So, are they different colors? No. They're both purple, though, which is a mixture of blue and red. Right? Maybe I am reading too much into that, but all of the colors are purple. Like all of the purple stars, the purple netting. I think we are beginning to peel back at the layers of this game. Bridge and Bride, we've already done that one. Nothing more. Okay. Fascinating. I wonder if there will be a Blueprints book somewhere then. Right, let's have a look at this, because I wanted to use the magnifying glass on the seal. Mora Jai, the White Sea of Yore. The White Sea of Yore. I can't really take a screenshot of that. Hold on. If I do a delayed photo and then I do this, should work. There we go. Now I can take a picture. Okay. And now I'm probably going to put this in the clues and tips part. So, Mora Jai. And then if we go and find the mail room, did I get a picture of the stamp? No. There is a stamp of the Fen Aries. It says here, the stamp reads, the Grand Realm of Fen Aries. In fog we are lost, in fire we are found. I wonder if there's some relevance there, especially when the Fen Aries stamp is red and Mora Jai is blue. I feel like now I need to really glom on to the color theory. Why are certain things blue? Why are certain things red? Is there a deeper meaning there that, you know, the game wants us to dig into? Ooh, Rumpus Room. We've not had that in a while. We might get another theory, and 8 coins is nice. Let's go for the Rumpus Room. Let's see if Alzara has a new prophecy. Let's go grab the coins. Where are they? Where are the coins? Probably out there they are. I can remember them being on the right-hand side as I walked in before. Nice. Now we're at 16 coins, which will hopefully bode well for when we get to a shop later on. Hopefully. Prey and crowbar? Prayer beads? Crowbar beads? Hand? Bar? Crow? Bar? Oh no. Prayer beads, bar. I don't know what this is. I'm having a senior moment again. Hands. Hands. Pray. Pray? No, it's not coming to me. It's not coming to me. I will grab a picture and I will remember to try and figure this out later. So we are in room 2-1. Room 2-1. And I'm just going to go put this in the paintings document. And then I'll put next to this 2-1. There you go. And then hopefully future me, again, can come in and solve that. Because right now, clearly, I am lacking brain power to do so. Right, let's get the prophecy from Alzara. Will it be the same as before? Or will it be different?
As it was foretold.
As it was foretold.
I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear.
Okay.
I see the darkest
shit.
cloud of ruin, familiar to us both.
Okay.
Now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes.
Ooh, I found one.
Resting upon 8 pedestals.
Right, okay, okay.
And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands.
So that's number 4.
8 letters of which you will only ever find and read 7. Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms.
Right, N.
There is a letter missing.
Oh!
The word here has been foreseen
So that's another hint.
by the great Alzara.
Okay.
Until the dawn of the following day, I will
We'll have nothing more to say. So that's another hint about the paintings, about there being a letter missing. Unless he's inferring that we can get all of the paintings, but there'll always be one we can't get. Presumably the antechamber. We'll never know what the antechamber's letter would be, is maybe what he's trying to say. That you can find all of them, but that one letter will remain a mystery. 8 red envelopes, but we can only read 7. So maybe in the same way, we'll not be able to get all of the letters, the actual letters, not the red envelope letters. We'll have to figure out what the 8th would have inside of it. Let's make a note of that. I'll go put that inside the rumpus room. Rumpus room, right. Second prophecy. The manor lies in ruins. Disrepair. 8 red envelopes. Only 7 we can open. A letter will always be missing. Like the paintings. I should also mention each of the letters within are written by a different hand. So we've found the 6th, which was written by Herbert S. Sinclair to Mary Marigold. And I'll put that in red. Like so. Okay. Right. Well, that's certainly intriguing. That's a big tease, Alzara. You've teased me. Let's move on. If not, we'll never get done. Let's continue. Observatory is perfect, I would say, for where we're at the minute. But it costs a gem, which I don't have, so closet it is. We got a gem and we got a die. Perfect. And in here, this is... So, in the last episode, I called that a sandcastle. I've since come to realize it's a desert. And that's a desert, right? So the letter here must be S. God. When I was editing the video, and by editing I mean like me making the notes, I did think, that's not a freaking sandcastle. It's like a flan. So yeah, I'm deeply embarrassed by that. So we are in 1-1, and 1-1 is S. Painting, puzzle, 1-1 is S. Right, so to me, this looks like, at the minute, crack right safes. Crack right safes. I don't know what this one could be. No idea what number 4 is. Something crack right safes. Okay. Right, well, we've gotten our gem and we've gotten a dice, so this bodes well for the rest of the run. Let's make our way back up towards the commissary. Yeah, commissary time. Hopefully, we can do some good work here. Thankfully, that bedroom there is going to make this a bit easier for me in the steps department. Now, we shouldn't get blocked because we do have the ability to re-roll. So if I play my cards right, we should be fine. Parlor's nice. Parlor's very nice. Utility closet would obviously be shit. Kitchen we can't really do. Let's go for the parlor. And let's have a look. So, as a quick reminder, at least one is a lie, at least one is the truth. And only one box has a prize within. Okay, May the 2nd. I wonder if that'll be relevant. Because April 15th, wasn't it the 15th of April? If memory serves, from earlier, was a code for the safe. And if the paintings puzzle is saying, crack the right safes, I wonder if May the 2nd will be a code as well. 0502, 0205. We've already got a note on this, so I'm not too worried about that. Always be at least one box which displays only true, one which only displays false, one box of the prize in it. Alright, let's see if we can do that this time. Yeah. Anyway, this box is the middle box. Wrong. The gems are in the middle box, potentially. This box is the middle box. Okay, so you're a lie. You're a lie. It's got to be this. Because you're telling the truth. Nice. Right. Anything else in here before I move? Oh, we've got a new picture. Man? Orchard? Tree? Garden? Scarf? Scarf? Tree, man! Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't know what this is. I'm going to take a picture. And I will come back to you when I've got a bit more brain power. Because right now, I'm not getting it. So we are in 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 5. 2, 5. 2, 5. There we go. Noted. Moving on. So let's go the only way we can go, and that's this way. Oh, the door is locked. Do I want to use a special key? No, not yet. Okay, observatory, bunk room, and boudoir. The boudoir does keep us going in the way we want to be going, and we've not been there before. So we'll go with the boudoir. And because we've drafted a bedroom, we get 5 steps. Nice. So, boudoir. A private salon with a plethora of fainting couches and chaise lounge that served both as a dressing room for her ladyship in the mornings and a cozy sitting room for her in the evenings. Right. Boudoir. By the way, do sound off in the comments below if you've enjoyed this longer episode of Blueprints. It's quite a bit longer than the ones we've done previously, so let me know if this is enjoyable or if the shorter length episodes are better. Right, let's go over here. We'll copy just a random room. Let's grab the entrance hall. New note. Boudoir. And we'll chuck you in there. There you go. Nice. And then we will change the text in a second once we've had a look around. So, what do we have in here? What do we have in here? So we've got the tier and a tiger. So it's a G. A G for 3-5. 3-5 is a G. Paintings. 3-5G. Nice. Okay. Let's have a look around. So we've got a ballerina music box. Again, the chaise lounge. Got a brush. Oh, a picture. Ooh. Oh, okay. Let's see what we can find over here then, shall we? What can we discover using the magnifying glass? Is there anything here that I'm missing? There's a safe over there. Safe over there. Let me move the magnifying glass. Okay. What can we see here that begs to be zoomed in on? Not a whole lot, to be honest with you. To my noobish eye. No, nothing's jumping out at me. The safe is certainly interesting. But I don't believe there is any clue as to what the code for the safe might be. I'm trying to see if there's anything here that we can glean information from. I'm not seeing it. So for the time being, once again, maybe with context later on, I'll be able to understand this more. We'll just chuck that in the notes for the boudoir. For the time being. Boudoir. There we go. We found this picture at the dressing table upon the mirror. Okay. Is there anything else over here? Loads of perfumes. Again, the chaise lounge. No, doesn't seem to be anything else. Nothing else. Wait. I'm having a moment. So wait. This is a photo of this room, isn't it? Yes, it is. It is this room. So the chest would have been there somewhere. Right? Like, if we look at that, and I wonder if I can get it up on the notes. There you go. So we can see that it is this room. Sorry, I should have noticed that before. So, yeah, the chest. If the photo was taken from this angle, the safe would have been back here. Can I interact with anything back here? Anything at all? Where the safe used to be? Oh! God, that's embarrassing. Hello. Fancy seeing you here. How the hell am I meant to know what the code is? How the hell am I meant to know what the code is? Oh, no! Go quick, go back to the notes. Go back to the notes. Is there any way to figure out the code from here? There's got to be. There's got to be. Oh no. Again, I can imagine anyone who's played the game is screaming at the monitor right now. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. No. So I got 0, it was 0205 from the previous room. Let's try that. No! Wait! It's Christmas! 1225. Come on! Come on! Yes! Come on! Get in! Oh my god, okay. Oh, this is good. Okay, right. I'm in. I'm locked in now, guys. Number 4. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. What? Is our mum a royalty? Hence why we are the Red Prince? What? Okay. Having never had a family name nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifice as she did. But for the love of God, do not by that same display of weakness clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything the further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid, and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son, Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year. Signed, Daniel. And we know, if we go back to the mailroom, and I click on the mailroom, and we scroll down, wait, where is it? A letter from Dad. Alice Drive, Fen Aries. This is our dad. This is Daniel. Okay. Boudoir. Hold on. We need to put this in here somewhere. So we've found the 4th red envelope, and it's a letter from our dad to our great uncle Herbert. Wow. Okay. Let's go in here. Let's take some screenshots of the note. Oh, guys. This game is fantastic, isn't it? We found the 4th red envelope in the safe. Code 12. Oh, is it 12? Yeah, 1225. Was it 2512? or 2512. I forget. I don't remember. I just did it as well. Herbert. It was distraught. Next page. Grab you. So our mum is royalty, and we are a prince in more ways than one, is what I'm understanding. This is not where I thought the story was gonna go, but I'm here for it. I'm most certainly here for it. A little regard for your niece. Let's have a read. So she's disappeared, and it says here, our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid, and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. My brain feels like it's about to bulge out of my ears. Not because I'm smart, but because my mind is blown. Okay. Locksmith. Oh, security. Yes. We've not been in here before. God, this feels like such a good run. Red envelopes, security. Let's begin making a note of this. Begin grabbing a random room. You can't see this yet. Hold on. Bear with me. Where's my new note? There it is. Paste. Security. And then if we come back to the game and we grab a picture, then we'll have a read. Wow. God, I really feel like I'm hooked. And I have been. Like I mentioned before that all I've been able to think about is this damned game. And after today, yeah, it's, this is something special, isn't it? So, view inventory of all items currently in the house. I imagine there's going to be some bombshells here, maybe. So, security. A control room with state-of-the-art surveillance equipment, inventory system, and access control via an electronic computer terminal. This room is where... Swan song. We can put that in. This room is where the estate's patrol guards kick up their feet and thank their stars they are living in a modern era. Okay, let's go in. Oh! I thought my game was crashing. This is cool. Oh! There we are! Red straps on our backpack. Okay. Okay. I can see a notepad. God, this is very dramatic, isn't it? I've got chills, guys. I've got chills up my little spine. What is that? Look at that room. Piano? We're seeing rooms that we've never seen before. Oh, what's he pointing at? Oh. That's us. Cool. Right. Right. All right, before I look around here, did it miss anything over here? Yes, here we go. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out. Okay, this is what we've seen before. Exactly before. We saw this over in the commissary. Sorry. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked. What? 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 What do you mean? What? Quick, put that in the notes. What does it mean? Unlocked. We couldn't get in there before. Okay, right. So antechamber is available. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Right. We've got earth and plane. Paint and plane. Prop, brush. Propeller, brush. Earth, globe. Fly. I don't know. I don't know. Plane. Paint. Wing. Brush. Flight. Paint. Brush. No. Cloud? No. Thing is, I think when you know it, it's probably like dead simple. But when you're looking at that with my eyes, it's a little confusing. Right, let me go and update the painting puzzle. So we're in room 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 6. 3, 6. Can't see this. Let me fill you in. Right, 3, 6. Okay. Access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Microwave. Coffee machine. A freshly made coffee. Doesn't look that appetizing. Why is this one? Oh, it is moving. Sorry. Okay. Let's come have a look. Let's come have a look. Blue memos are true. Oh. What does it say here, though? Unless written by hand. And you can read that, I guess, without the magnifying glass. Still. Right. Blue memos are true. Red memos are lies. Unless written by hand. Okay. Let's add that in. For security. Some of these are going to be, hence why I got so excited about this, but I've now discovered that this is bullshit. So, unless written by hand. Okay. Right. Anything else in here? There's the security terminal I guess I can use. Annoyingly, we don't have a... Do we have a key card? We don't have a key card. So I can't make my way through there at the minute. What does that say? Takes a minute for that to update. I'm trying to see if I can look at myself. Why do we only face that one direction, though? You notice that? So if I stand here looking this way and then run back, we're always facing the monitor. It doesn't show our face. That's really strange. That is really strange. Okay, so that looks like a library. That's like a musical recital room. That's a vault. A winery? Is that at the top there? It's the nook. One of the corridors. Some sort of office. There's the spare room. The nursery. All of a sudden, I feel like this is going to turn into a horror game and I'm going to see something move. I don't know how I could use these. Maybe you can determine if an item has spawned by looking at these images. And maybe if you're really eagle-eyed, you can see the item. Anyway, let's go over to the security terminal. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. Press enter. Security. View estate inventory. The following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. This list will be updated as new rooms are added. Right, so if I've missed something, it will tell me. Right, I gotcha. Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked via an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently operational. Keycard system settings. Security level medium, offline mode locked. Set security level. Security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. You should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low and 5 to 6 with a high. So I'm guessing this is a way to artificially change what you can draft. So if I want to be getting more rooms that require security cards, I want to make that high. I don't currently have one though. Let's go back. Change offline mode. This mode determines the default setting the security doors will be set to if power is lost, during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on the estate. So, unlocked. Confirm setting. And then, see, I could do set security level high now, but we don't have the breaker box built. But if we did, we could flick the power for the key cards, set that to high, and then we can just presumably find loads of rare rooms. I'm going to set that for the time being to medium or low until we can break the breaker box. Cool. Go back to the security menu, log into the network. Swan Song is the password. Yeah, perfect. Connecting to... Oh, that's nostalgic. That is a very nostalgic sound. Staff services. Punch in, punch out. Let's do that. This service has been temporarily disabled. As of November 4th, all work has been suspended at Mount Holly and all domestic staff have been placed on an extended paid leave in accordance with the instructions. See Mrs. Babbage for more detail. Right. Staff announcements. Saturday, November 7th, which I'm guessing is today. I don't think anyone else has access to this network this month except you, Simon. So if you're reading this, just know we're all rooting for you. Your friends and faithful service. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Maybe that is the day we got here then. The day we got here would have been Saturday, November 7th. So let me take a picture of this. And I'm going to put this on the intro as a way to remember the day we got here. So I did have a note in here called the intro. And then I'll put here, we arrived at the estate on November 7th, a Saturday. Perfect. And presumably that will have relevance later. Request schedule change. This service has been temporarily disabled as of November 4th. Okay, same thing as before. Special orders. If you would like to get specific brand of gum or your favorite fruit, the commissary is now taking special orders for all members of the staff. Special orders can take 1 to 3 days. Place a special order. What would you like to order? Brass compass, magnifying glass, metal detector, running shoe, shovel, sleeping mask, sledgehammer. I don't know. I don't know what I want. Metal detector? You would like the commissary to order metal detector. This order is estimated to take 1 to 2 days. Approve. Right, so I'm guessing if you know or have a plan... Okay, all right. Gotcha. Remote terminal access. It is possible to connect to other active terminals elsewhere on the estate using RTA. View active terminals. So, ooh, shelter. Office? We know of the laboratory, but the shelter is a new one, as is the office, I believe. Let's make a note of this. God, this room is great. So let's grab a picture of this. And then come back here. So, shelter and office are new to my knowledge. Okay. So we can't do anything there right now. Electronic mail. The permissions of this terminal do not allow for access to the electronic mail account. Currently, this feature can only be accessed via the terminal located in the office. Right, so I'm just going to make a note of that in here. We need to go to the office to unlock electronic mail. And then later on, if ever I need to remember, we can just search office in the note-taking app. Perfect. Okay. Turn to network menu. Data transfers are not currently available. Okay. And then finally, glossary of terms. Ooh. Ooh. So these are the ones that we've unlocked so far. Oh, okay. So, adjoining. Rooms are considered adjoined if they're connected to each other via a doorway. Dead end. Storeroom, closet, lavatory. If a room ever has additional doorways, it is not considered a dead end, even if those doorways are blocked. Right. Directory contains detailed information for all of the rooms. You can do it anytime from the system menu or by pressing R. Okay. Bedroom. Guest bedroom, nursery bedroom, regaining steps. Identifiable by the violet borders of their floor plans. Dirigiblocks. In the commissary, players may find an arcade cabinet for the popular game Dirigiblocks. To the dismay of board members of the staff, the cabinet has not been in working order for the last several years. Although the game is not currently accessible, it is scheduled to be added in a future patch. Now, is that the developers saying that? I don't know. I don't know if it's meant to be the developers or whoever that is writing this in the game. Drafting. The action of selecting a floor plan from the 3 options presented is known as drafting. Call it a day. That's what we know already. Draft pool is the total collection of currently available floor plans, from which 3 are drawn at the beginning of each draft. The color of a floor plan will usually indicate the type of room. Violet for bedrooms, orange for hallways, green for green rooms, yellow for shops, red for red rooms. And it would make sense that the red rooms... Oh no, I was going to say the red rooms and red envelopes, but that's not the case, is it? I'm trying to think of a way to pair the red prints with the red rooms, but I don't think that necessarily works out. Draw. Between drawing and drafting, 3 floor plans are drawn, but only 1 is drafted. Okay, I think a lot of this is seemingly simple to understand. House. The house refers to the 45 floor plan grid of Mount Holly. Only the rooms currently drafted are considered part of the house. Hallways. East wing, passage, and west wing. What is that? Can I get a magnifying glass in that? What is on the west wing hall floor? What are those weird shapes? That's strange. And that they're back to front in this particular image. They provide architects the means to branch off into different paths, allowing for greater flexibility. The outdoor area of the estate immediately surrounding the house, the grounds, includes many areas of interest, including the campsite, apple orchard, and west path. The estate refers to all of the explorable areas of Mount Holly, including the rooms currently drafted, as well as the grounds. The house, on the other hand, is only referring to the current rooms as shown on the Mount Holly blueprint. East wing rooms of the house are the 9 rooms that border the very right edge of the house. Exhaust. History. As an architect, you may wish to view the previous layouts and room configurations from days past. This useful feature can be accessed from the system menu. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Glossary of terms, which is where we are right now. A feature on the network that you are now perusing. A list of words and architectural jargon that is intended to make simple the terms you will encounter on the estate. Luck. What is this? We all need a bit of it. Luck determines the likelihood that you will find additional items and rooms on the estate. Luck can be raised by certain items, rooms, marked on their floor plan by a clover. Right, again, I'm trying to look into things that are likely going to be, I don't know, new to me. Permanent. Most things on the estate reset from one day to the next. It's the nature of the house. However, a few things are permanent and are usually marked as such. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Right, so I think that's what I'm trying to do now then, is unlock some permanent upgrades, potentially. Okay. Security locked. Rank, rarity, special items, special floor plan. These floor plans are slightly more rare and cost gems to draft. Red room. Beware the rooms of red. They offer powerful expansion options, but come at a dangerous cost. Yeah. You can say that again. Okay. I think we're done here. Yeah. I think we're done. Ooh, sauna and coat check. They're new. Sauna. Tomorrow you will start the day with 20 extra steps. That's nice. Coat check. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. Ooh, nice. Okay. Plenty of terms there that we're unfamiliar with. Cool. Right, so from here, we can only really go to the right. If we were to get a breaker box now, that would be great, because then we could go this way. Let's see. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Use a key. Hallway is really, really nice. Holy shit, yes. Give me the hallway. Lovely jubbly. That's huge. Stage and stag. Right, have we gotten this room before? What room are we in? We're in 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 6. 4, 6. Do I have you already? Painting. 4, 6. No. That's an E, right? Stag and stage? Yeah. Yeah. I have to double check just in case. Alright, so this should say about the West Wing being locked. That does say, though, that these are lying. Unless they're handwritten. So this is a lie. I've been lied to by the game. I will unlock this with a normal key. We do need more keys. The pool, we got the utility closet. Oh my god, but the pool is... Oh, the pool is good though. Adds locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. I've never had those. But I think the utility closet has to be what we go for here. It has to be, because we've got access to the security room. So, keycard entry system, off. Gymnasium, off. Garage, on. Cabinet. I can't do anything with that. Dark room, off. Then on again. Maybe that'll fix it. We also now know how to do the vac indicator, I believe. So if we come back up here and we look for breaker, utility closet. So press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. So let's see if something happens when I get purple. So... Oh god, I've forgotten how to do it. Is it... Yeah, so green. No, I've done that wrong. Shit. Shit! No! No. No! Oh, hold on. Hold on. I've already cocked this up, so wait, it's... I need to start again. I need to start again. But I don't know how. I don't know how. Right. So. Okay, this is feeling better. This feels good, right? So, red, purple. Purple. There we go. Then do I click red again? Yes! Now what? Is that it? I don't know if that's it. I don't want to click again in case that's wrong. Oh. What the hell is this? Chart and cart. I didn't think I could get so excited over something so simple. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4, 5 is H. Painting. 4, 5 is H. Right? Chart and cart? Yes, chart and cart. Cool. So, now that we've done that, if I run back over here, and I now go back onto the security terminal, and I go to keycard system, and I do keycard system settings, and change the security level to high, because now we can get through keycard doors without needing a key card. Right. Yes! Oh, amazing. Oh, this is great. So, we can go through the archives. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. Forevermore, or just for that room? Is my question. Because that wouldn't be great. Passageway is interesting, because that would use up 2 of our 3 gems. We currently lack keys, though, and I think that's ultimately going to be what gets me here. So I think in this situation, we're going to go passageway. Ooh. This is bleak. We need keyless doors. Oh, thank God. Garage gives keys. Garage gives keys. Ah, yes. Get me in the garage. Oh, yes. Okay, this is big. This is big. I can't believe I've nearly been playing for 3 hours. This is crazy. Right. Garage. Notes. Oh, guys, woo. I'm having such a good time. Let's go back to the notes. Let's just go grab a random room, make a new note, and we'll call this garage. +3 keys. Get the picture of the garage, replace the picture of the billiard room, and then we will delete everything underneath +3 keys. So we've got a fresh slate. Entering and exiting out through the west wing facing private drive. The garage serves as a more practical and informal entrance point into the estate. So you can only draft this on the west. So let's make a note of that. Only draftable on the west. Okay. Let's go inside. So I've had car keys before. Oh! What is this? Oh. Oh. No way. I just got chills. Again. I don't know what it is about this game and me getting chills, but I keep getting them. Christoph, this is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you have been driving for his lordship, your absence must be accounted for. Signed, Mrs. Babbage. 3rd time. 3? 3? Does 3 have relevance here? Potentially. Put that in here. Just write the names Christoph, Mrs. Babbage for easier searching later. Can I use a magnifying glass on any of this? At time. Doesn't seem to be anything on there. Okay. Wheat. Wheat or corn and storm. Rain. Wheat. Cloud. Cloud. Oh, guys. Why am I losing my marbles? Wheat. Storm. Rain. Rain. It's wheat. It's definitely wheat. What 4-letter word could that be relating to? Wheat and wet? No. Maybe? Wet? Wet and wheat? Maybe. It might be. I'm doing it. I'm putting it in for now, but I'm going to take a picture. I think it's wheat and wet. Shit. Okay. Paintings. I'm going to put it down here. I don't know what room I'm in, actually. Let's tab back to the game. What room are we in again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 6. 1, 6. 1, 6. Wet. Wheat. Which would make it, H-A? H-A? Right. Unless I'm having a moment. H-A for, 1, 6. 1, 6. H-A. Question mark. Because I don't believe in it. I think I've got that wrong. Anyway. Do I want to be going outside? I've got 33 steps remaining. I don't know if I really want to be going... Swan Song is on the number plate. I probably should go out there. But I'm really worried about my remaining steps. I don't know if it's something that I can afford to be doing. Double checking all of these to make sure there's nothing I can open up. I can probably afford to just have a little look. Just a little sneaky peeky. Okay, so that just brings me to the gate. Can I open this now, though? Maybe now I can open this. No. Okay. We've probably wasted 2 steps in doing that, but it is what it is. Never mind. Oh, wait. Can we see what's above the antechamber? Because that's got to be the antechamber there, right? If it's diagonal from us? The steeple? Alright, let's go back inside. And I'm guessing when we can unlock the car. Because we've previously had car keys. So maybe we can find them again. Alright, let's turn left. We've now got plenty of keys. So we should be able to... should I use the special key before I run out of... Let's use the special key. We've not used it before. Cloister, weight room, and dining room. The dining room would be nice. Let's go for the dining room. And then when we get to the next floor... God, the music is so good, by the way. When we get to the next floor, we'll be able to... or the next rank, we'll be able to get some food. So... Clock and tie. Time. It's M. It's M for 2-7. 2-7 is M. 2-7 M. Sma. Small. God, I'm loving the music. This is great. Fantastic. All right, let's go this way. Okay, dark room. Dark room is potentially something we can do. Let's do it. Because we can go back and turn on the lights. Are they going to turn off? Yeah, so let's... Before it's too late, let's go back to the utility closet. I know I'm eating through my steps right now, but that's fine. It's a resource to be used. So if we come back here. Dark room on. Can I do anything more with these? Oh. Why did that go? They went white. Okay. You know what? There's probably more to this system, but we've figured out the purple bit. Maybe we can discover what the white one means later. Do I want to try and open that while I'm here? It might be a dead end. So before we go, let's play it smart. This might be a dead end. And if so, that saves us coming back later. The pool, lavatory, East Wing Hall. Oh God, these are all pretty good actually. East Wing Hall would be amazing. I'm going to try and go... Oh, wait, is that normally here? Is this normally here? This, bell thing? Vault, 40 coins, coat check, chapel. Okay. I think we're gonna go for the chapel. Because we can then maybe get back to the dark room to get to the dining room. And that's a nice little circuit we've got then. Yeah, let's do chapel. But we're not going to go through there quite yet. Let's double check this door in case this is a dead end. The wine cellar would be nice. 3 gems. Brand new room. Let's do the wine cellar. Okay, we've never been down here before. Tent and tag. Tent and 10. Tent and 10. It's a T. It's a 10. Okay, so we are in 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 5 is a T. So that's an 8. 8? 8 something. Crack. Right. Safes. 8. Crack. Right. Or maybe this is 8 as well. 8 something. Crack. 8 safes. Potentially. Right. Let's have a look at the wine cellar. We've never been here before. Wine cellar. A short staircase leads down to this below-ground cellar, revealing an impressive collection of bottles from every respectable vintage of the last 200 years. To the seasoned wine aficionado, the labels displayed here would indicate a preference for prioritizing extravagance and rarity over quality. Okay, let me go to the notes. Guys, this episode has become something far larger than I thought it was going to be. I thought we'd maybe top out at 2 hours. We're now closing in on 3. Let this be a testament to how much fun I'm having, because this is just great. Wine cellar. Paste that in. You can't see this. Sorry. There you go. Wine cellar. +3 gems. Perfect. Right. Let's have a look. What have we got in here then? Loads of wine. Grab these. A swan. 2 spades. Mount Holly. MCCXII. Now, I forget what the C's are. That's a millennium. These are centuries, aren't they? But it can't be that old. I'm Googling it. Hold on. C in Roman numerals. Is it 100? It is 100. So it would be 1208? That can't be right. 1208. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm having a moment. It's 1213. Sorry, I don't know why I said 08. I just saw the whatever. 1213. Maybe that's a code for later then. I'll grab a picture of this. And we'll chuck that in here. 1213 swan. Oh, why is 1213 gone in there in that color? Swan. 1213. Holly. 2 spades. Are these representative of the princes, the red prince and the blue prince? Is this meant to be our mother? Is our mother the swan? I do not know. Right, let's go back to the game. Let's go back to the game. I just had a sudden panic that I wasn't recording. I am, obviously, because you're watching this now. But for a brief second, I want you to know my heart leapt into my mouth. Because I thought I'd made a mistake and I'd never hit record. Right, I wonder if any of these wine bottles are accessible. Any of them at all. Maybe I can look at the label and figure something out. 1213. The music is stunning. I wonder if the music plays when you open the garage, or if it's once you've drafted X amount of rooms. I don't know what the trigger for that was, but I'm enjoying it a lot. What if this is why you need the shovel? What if it's like these bits of soil that you need the shovel for? And if they're random or not. Anyway, sorry. Doing a lot of thinking out loud. We're going to lose a coin for going through here. Because I don't want to be going in and out. We'll draft here, and then we'll draft over there. So... I don't really want the gymnasium. But I'd love something which allows me to go straight through. I think, oddly, we're going to build the courtyard. I say oddly because it feels weird to place it there. And then so we can be going to the next rank, and to avoid me having to spend an additional coin, let's unlock this door. The pool, greenhouse, bunk room. I think we're going to go for the pool. But then here's my concern, is I need keys now. I feel like the later we go, the more important keys are going to become. We can always redraw and hope that we get something that gives keys. I'm going to go for the pool. And then here's the plan. I'm going to step in, which gets dinner served. I'm now going to lose another coin. Let's go back this way. We can now hopefully... Oh, there's a chest. What if there are keys in here? Oh, it's going to require a key to unlock, isn't it? Oh, woe is me. Woe is me. Oh, never mind. Right. We can now come and look at the picture. Oh my God. Here we go, guys. Here we go. 11:28. There it is. There it is. Oh, God. Okay, let's put a timer on the photo. So we hold here. And then I can get a picture. And then we'll pop that in the dark room note. Dark room. There it is. And then if we search for the orchard, we can then come down here, put the picture in there as well. And then 11:28. Perfect. Now, I wonder if there are other pictures which have other hints if I use the magnifying glass on them. Sinker Co. I think it would probably be obvious looking at it where the clue might be. So I don't want to just, like, rub the magnifying glass over every picture. Oh! Ooh! Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. Dun, 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 dun. Another clue! Oh my god. Okay. I've never been to Hartley's room. At least I don't think I have. Where the hell is Hartley's room? Okay, go back to the dark room, and then what we'll do is we'll paste a note here that says green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. That way, again, I can search Hartley's and we'll find that clue. Awesome. Is there anything else in here that might be relevant? No. Don't believe so. Anything in the background that we need to be looking out for? Definitely change perspective slightly. Okay. The maid's here. I think, if memory serves, there's 3 separate images of the maids. One which is, like, really in focus. Maybe there'll be hints on that one, as opposed to this blurry mess. Sinker Co. No, nothing. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark. Keep an eye on that. Okay. There she is. There she is. And then there's the tree again. 11:28. Okay, that's the same. I was curious to see if maybe that had changed. Oh, what can we see here? Is there anything we can see here? I'm guessing this is saying that when you get to the office, check this drawer to see if there's anything inside of it. No, okay. And then this is the one of the maids that's really in focus. Doesn't appear to be anything here. No, okay. Right, I believe we've looked at everything. Oh, no, we didn't look at this. Paint and pint. Paint and pint. So, for 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 7 is A. 3, 7 is A. Painting. 3, 7. Oh, we've already got 3, 7 as A. Perfect. Well, that's confirmation then that we got that one right. Awesome. Right. Let's go to the dining room and feast. Please say it's something nice. I don't know what it is because I've not had a look at the menu. Stuffed wild quail. Local Mount Holly delicacy. Served atop a plum aigradu? I'm probably butchering that. With roasted potatoes, bacon lardons, and wild chives. Plus an additional 10 steps if you have a trophy room in your house. Well, before we eat it then, we haven't drafted the room opposite. What if we can make that a trophy room? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that just be poetic? It's going to be locked. I can feel it. Oh. 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 Oh, this is cheeky. I'm going to do something that might draw groans from the audience. I think I'm going to redraw. We could go and get the kitchen and buy loads of food, but I don't think we necessarily need that right now. Do we? I'd rather see the commissary, to be honest, to get some keys. We're about to get 20 steps from eating the meal. West Wing Hall would be okay, but we've got the pool already. So we'll go to the pool and use those doors there. I'm going to redraw. I'm going to spend my dice. Terrace, pump room, and lavatory. It's got to be the terrace. It's got to be the terrace. I have no idea what the pump room would be for. The terrace, though, helps me draft more later. So we'll go for the terrace. This is nice. Maybe there's an shovel. Shovel! Looks like it could be useful for digging! Woo! Okay. Nice. I don't know where to dig. We have found in the courtyard there is like a muddy patch. So maybe we can go and use that there. Wow. This is nice. Right, before I forget, I'm going to go make a brand new note for the terrace. Terrace. Okay, there we go. I know you can't see this yet. Give me just a moment. Right, so let's get the picture in the game. So, wrong one. Terrace. A terrace balcony overlooking the grounds, providing an ideal spot for appreciating all the verdure and greenery that the estate offers. Lovely. I'm gonna get a picture of you, terrace, and take you over to my notes. There we go. Nice. So, I guess the note for here is, green rooms no longer require gems to draft. Had an item, shovel, in it. Okay, cool. Let's see if we can use the shovel. I'm probably just going to eat the meal now. It's too silly for me to try and find a trophy room, given our current predicament. So let's go and eat the meal to gain 20 steps. Have dinner. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Honestly, I'm getting pretty hungry in my own real life at the minute, and pretty thirsty. I had a morning coffee, and I've had no sustenance since then, so I'm a little bit thirsty. Let's see. Can I dig in this? Oh, you can. That's so cool. Okay, that makes me want to go back to the wine cellar. We will lose more coins in the process, but we might get some keys. So let's go back to the wine cellar and inspect that muddy patch and see what we can find inside. Please be keys. Please be keys. A turnip. Oh, well, okay. I was just not expecting a turnip. Right. There probably has been more muddy areas behind me, but I no longer know where they are. So let's just keep going this way. What have we got in here then? So this is the pool. Ooh. Wait, is that where that's where I've drafted the pool. Are these the only areas you can draft in, do you think? Maybe? Huh. I'm going to take a picture of this. This feels important. Actually, speaking of taking pictures, I don't think I've made a page for this room yet. No, we haven't. We had to take a picture. So let's get the pool. And go to the notes once again. And pop you in there. There we go. The pool adds a locker room, sauna, and pump room to the draft pool for today. Cool. Now, let's get a picture of what's... Oh, sorry, I didn't read this. An indoor Arindian? What's an Arindian pool? Was one of the more modern additions to the estate, the inclusion of which provided a convenient excuse for building a handful of other rooms, which not only complement an indoor pool, but are often compulsory inclusions. Right, I see. Okay, so let's take a picture of this, in case this has any relevance. And Arindian. I'm going to make a note of that as well, because that feels important. Sorry, I didn't hide the notes, did I? Okay. What is Arindian? Question mark. Okay, nice. Is there anything else in here? We're hoping that neither of these following... Oh, pool rules. I almost missed this. The draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Each time you draft, 3 random floor plans are drawn from the draft pool for you to select from. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may differ depending on the room. Some rooms are more rare than others. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day, unless otherwise stated. And no running. Okay. I'm hoping that one of these doors won't be locked. If they're locked, it's more or less game over. Unless I can go and find... We had the commissary. I could go back there. How many footsteps? I do have 29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14 to get back. I think they do have some keys for sale. Locked. And... locked. Okay. Let's go back to the commissary. It might not all be over yet. It might not be over yet. So what way do I want to go back? This way? Or that way? Either way, I think is fine. Yeah, let's go this way. So, we're looking for soil on the ground. And... yeah, soil on the ground, which I want to say there was one in the garage. This is really risking it, though, because if there isn't one in here... Yes, I thought there was. Keys. Nothing. Ah, never mind. Any soil outside? I know I'm eating into my steps here. No. Oh, no, this is bad. Wait, was this here before? Can I go this way before? I don't remember being able to come down here. I don't remember this. I'm just wasting my steps now, aren't I? This is not good. This is not good. I'm really hoping I can find like a muddy patch. Can I open the gate? Could you imagine? Yes! Come on! Permanently unlocked. Oh, get in. Okay, when I said I was wasting my steps, what I was supposed to say was... I'm making big brain plays. God. Okay, before I go... I want to make sure there's nowhere else I can dig. This feels like the sort of place they might hide like a digging spot in. You know what I mean? Oh, there's a door here. And a tree stump. What? What? What is this? Trading post items for trade. Hovel. Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of jewels. And root cellar. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. Oh my god. Oh my god. Items for trade might be good. Maybe. I think it's too late for root cellar. I don't want to waste steps, so let's go trading post. Oh my god. So what, I'm guessing this doesn't appear on here. Outer room, trading post. Unusual. Okay, this is so cool. I did not expect to have this thrown at me. Did I really miss that pathway both times I went outside? I feel like such a tit. What a complete and utter tit. I'm glad I found it in the end. That's bad, though. That makes me feel like I'm not being perceptive if I completely missed that. Right. The trading post. You can't see this yet. Bear with me. There are the notes. And then we drop that in here. By the way, the program I'm using for this is UpNote. I thought it would be really handy to have the tabs on the side like that. So, trading post. Items for trade. Outdoors only. Okay. An outpost established on the outskirts of Mount Holly in an era before the New Realms. This station allowed for the frontiersmen and trappers of these mountains to trade goods and services with the estate, the locals, and one another. Is that dynamite? Dynamite. A little too dangerous to pick up. What the hell is this? What is this? I'm so confused. I don't know. I don't know what what am I doing? Okay, I think I've broken it. I think I've broken it. I got the pink too far away from the yellow. Oops. What is this? What is this little toy? We'll take a picture of this. Maybe that'll have some relevance. Chuck you in the trading post. There we go. All right, what else is in here? There's a lamp, there's some sheets. Again, the dynamite, a bit too dangerous to pick up. Understandable. Understandable. And then this is the shop. Let's see, what can we get? Coin purse. Coin purse for 2 ivory die. I'll trade that, yeah. Magnifying glass can be traded for salt, and the shovel can be traded for a coupon book. Ooh. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think the shovel's going to be of much use to me anymore, so we'll trade that for the coupon book, sure. And the coupon book can be traded for die. Okay, well, what does my coupon book do? Save 1 coin on each purchase you make on the estate. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll happily take that. If we're now going to go to the commissary, that might mean we can buy more than we otherwise could. Watch me now find on the way back something I can shovel. I would not be happy if now we find something shovelable. Never mind. Right. Let's sprint back. We're gonna beeline for the commissary, though I do feel like we're gonna run out of steps. But we will try and do as much as we can before we wrap today's episode up. Which already I'm very happy with a lot of what we've got done today. We've been very, very proactive. Right, so we go forwards, right, left. And then we're there. Okay. Right, and left. I don't remember what was for sale in here, so this will be interesting. Gem, salt shaker. We can buy a key. We can buy the key. And we can always buy another shovel. I'm going to buy another shovel. Right. That means we can get back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lose the coin. 7. We can continue. We can continue. For how long? Well, we shall find out. This has been so fun, though. I've had such a blast today. I truly have. And I hope you guys have had a blast, too, because I've had a lot of fun. I think of the doors, we're going to go for the one here to get onto the 9th rank. Here we go. Got two die to roll if need be. Bunk room, maid's chamber, and laboratory. Experimental house features. I've got to try that. I've got to try that. And before I do anything... okay. We can continue. God, this is good. Okay. Oh, my brain is like mush after all of today, and we're still going. What the hell am I looking at in here, then? Experimental house features. Heating and cooling curves. H2O melting point at 0.1 ppt to 0.5 ppt. Room temp complete thaw melting point. Test 205 at atmospheric pressure 93 kPa in Mount Holly freezer. Lab technician Randolph M. Okay. Let's go back to our notes. And let me make a new one for... What was this room called again? Sorry, I'm... laboratory. Right, the laboratory. So we should be able to find a terminal in here then. Let me take a picture. And we shall make all of the notes. All of the notes. Okay. Hopefully you guys, again, have enjoyed today. I'm now an hour away from needing to go live. And I'm still here playing this. I was meant to end like an hour ago to go get lunch, but we're still here. Laboratory. Okay. Contains experimental house features. I didn't duplicate, did I? Just have the trading post. Yeah, okay, good. Thought maybe I'd overwritten it. We're good. Okay, so A fully staffed research facility furnished with all manner of scientific equipment and measurement devices. This home laboratory provides a controlled environment in a remote location, far from prying eyes and traditional safety regulations. Okay, so I'm going to try and take a picture of all of the little things in here and try and tag them accordingly. Experimental house features. Randolph M. Room temp. Heating. Cooling. And we'll see if any of these terms have relevance. Okay. Oh, a key card. Kind of pointless considering we've disabled the use of key cards, but nonetheless. Periodic table of elements. We're missing 2 elements. Would it be okay, do you think, for me to Google the table of elements? Because I don't know what's missing there. Table of elements. We're missing LAAC. LA and AC are missing. So let's get a picture of this, and then I'll write underneath LAAC. There we go. Sorry. LAAC are missing. Air conditioning would be appropriate considering we're learning about heating and cooling. Maybe that's what the AC stands for. And of course, LA and AC are lanthanum and actinium. Lanthanum and actinium, sorry. Okay. Right. There's stuff everywhere in here. This is awesome. Is that written back to front? RM. No, it's not. BPEMR? BPEMR? I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm looking at right now, guys. Oh my god, it's like my corkboards. Look at this. Look at this. Another table of elements. Oh my god, okay. Let's make a note of this one. Where it's labeled and numbered different elements. I might save a deep dive into this for the next episode, just because I'm running out of time at the minute. Not that I want to rush, but we'll save this for next time. This was on a corkboard. Use the above filled in sheet to figure it out. Maybe it spells something when you do it in that order. So PUSH so push TH 1 2 3 4 5 you can see this, right? Yeah, good. Sorry, I thought my notes weren't visible then. TH RE 3 maybe? Where's 6? 6 is there. U push 3 U 7 PA push 3 up A. I'm trying to figure out what the words are as we go. Then 8, which is up here, which is F. Then 9, which is TE. Then 10, which is RN. After N. Push 3 up after N. 11, which is I. And then 12, which is NE. Push 3 up after 9 is the answer. Push 3 up after 9. Highlight red. Okay. Push 3 up after 9. Well, what's the time? Effective immediately, electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. Bullshit. Because it's not written in what do you call it? It's false. Because it's not handwritten. Can I see the time on here? Laboratory experiment setup. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Right. Immediately add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, permanently add 1 gold to your allowance? Each time you find some trash while digging, set your steps to 40. Yeah, we'll go for that, I guess. Permanently add 1 gold to your allowance is also really nice, though. I'm going to do that. Permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. We could do the steps to 40. But I don't know if we're going to have the keys to make the most of that. Like, we're about to end the run. So I think we're going to go 1 gold to the allowance. Yeah, let's do that. Your allowance has been raised. Nice. Experiment successful. Lovely. And I'm guessing I can't do another one today. Yeah, okay, can't do another one today. Research logs. No experiments found. Research logs will be available the day after an experiment. Okay, so you can see what you've done beforehand. Log into network. Terminal password is Swan Song. Password accepted. I'm guessing we can do something with the security room. Let's see. Staff services, electronic mail. Currently, this feature can only be accessed via the office. Right, okay. And then we can try and do data transfers. Not available yet. Remote terminal access. So we should be able to access the security one. So if I did have access to the office, we could access the email there via another terminal, I guess. There's no point in me being on the security. Right, okay, I'm with you. Right, cool. So I don't know if it's after 9. I can't see a clock in here. I might just take some pictures of these walls while I'm here. And chuck these in the notes, just in case they have relevance later. So, sorry, I think the notes were up while I was on the terminal just then. Very sorry. My brain's a bit scattered at the minute. And then if we come over here... TT? I don't think any of this means anything. Snipping tool. Grab a picture. And then put that in here as well. There you go. Right, so back to the game. Is there anything I missed? Probably. Here we go. I typically work over in the Sinker Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find a laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical? And if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors worked, but I must admit, I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Signed, Kimberly Thompson. Kimberly, you're asking a great question there. I'd love to have access to the laboratory on a more frequent pattern, especially if we can get these experiments. Right, let's go through. And hopefully we can see a clock in this next room. Kitchen? I can't buy it though. I've got no food. Shit. I think we go for the observatory to get an additional star. And I think we get the slice. I think it's the slice today, which should increase our step count. Yes. Ah, yes. Perfect. Now, looking up there, does it look like it's past 9? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to go flick it. I'm going to go flick it before I waste all of my steps. Boom. Have I made a mistake? I don't know. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. Well, that would explain why nothing happened then. I've just used up all of my 3 steps. Good job. Good job, Andy. Well done. And this door is locked. Shit. I think that's it then. I think that's the end of the run. Yeah, damn. That is slightly frustrating, but I would say we've had a bloody good day. Can I go in the water? I didn't try. No. Okay. We've had a bloody good time. I'm going to try and run out of steps and see what happens. Like, if we just keep running around. What transpires? 2, 1, and 0. And then we pass out. You've used all your steps and must now call a day. You've pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion and must now return to your campsite to get some rest. You can continue your search tomorrow, however, the house might be a little bit different. Cool. Wow. Okay, well, that was exciting. I had a bloody good time. Thank you all for watching. Look at that. No, the notes have been up. Oh, Andy, you fool. Sorry. I've lost a lot of energy. I did not expect to be here for 3.5 hours. I thought 1.5 at most. So I've overextended my stay by 2 hours, but hopefully you've enjoyed. I am desperate to play some more. That was so much fun. God. So many questions, so few answers. For now, I'm gonna go, and I'll see you on episode number 4. Goodbye.